Koikimedia, we're bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Àwa sálára àgbáyédá, àwa ló láṣà àti èdè. Gbígbédè lárugẹ nílẹ̀ Oòduà o, àwa gangan ni bàbá.
Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Dem never sabi wetin we carry for her.
But e dey move closer before dem go sabi.
I said dem never know wetin we carry for body.
But e dey move closer before dem go sabi.
Ọ̀kín lọ lọ́jà ẹyẹ, ìníhùn ló ló lajú.
Ẹyẹ tó dorí kodò bí àdán, àpẹjẹ lẹ́nu.
Ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ bàbá wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìlú bàbá wa, ká jùmọ̀ sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè tó Odùduwà.
Odùduwà kò bá lè gbé wa.
Ọmọ Odùduwà ṣe gírí, ẹ dìde fún ẹ̀tọ́ adúláwọ̀, ká lè jọ jùmọ̀ gbé délẹ̀ ìlérí, káwa lè gba ògo ilẹ̀ wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká lè jọ gbàdé, ká lè gbàdé adé adúláwọ̀, àwa ni ìmọ̀lẹ̀ tí yóò tàn káàkiri.
Pé ọmọ Odùduwà ni wá.
Koikimedia, àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ.
Ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tí wàá mọ̀ ní.
Kásá ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wá kájé bùgbà yín jẹ.
Ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tí wàá mọ̀ ní.
À ń gbé tó lárugẹ, à ń gbàsà lárugẹ.
Ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tí wàá mọ̀ ní.
News and sports ẹ máa rí gbọ́.
Ètò tó pọ̀jù owó tí wàá mọ̀ ní.
Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀ mi ló ní kí n máa ké tantan. Koikimedia ọ̀rọ̀ lágbájúmọ̀ mi o, máa bá ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ o. Ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn, ọmọ Yorùbá tata o. À ń gbádùn rẹ, ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀ mi, ṣẹ́yìn ló máa fi dìbò tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ o. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa ń dé máa dé, ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa wọ̀ o. Igbó máa wọ̀ gbàjòjì ò gbọ́dọ̀ wọ, àjòjì tó bá wọ bẹ́ẹ̀ á bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ẹbọra. Ẹ̀yin lọ máa náwó kóyìnbó tó dé, ìgbà tó yìnbó dé o, owó náà dẹ́ tún pọ̀ sí o. Koikimedia ṣàwa ní bàbá. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Àdáńtọ́ àtúnpèrègèdè.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Àwa là ń gbé tò lárugẹ, jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ o.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Àtúnjàfẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa, fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Ọmọ Oòduà ni wá o, tọkàntọkàn.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Ikú tó ṣe bí lébi òsì, àdìmú bàbá iyọ̀.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
We bring you work closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Afẹ́fẹ́ tó ń fẹ́ o tó ń kan gíoko lára ni.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Àpèrègèdè Olódùmarè ló fún wa ṣe.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Gbogbo ayé ẹ gbọ́, àwa ní bàbá o.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Ẹ máa bọ̀ wá ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà yín wá o.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Odùduwà lágbédá ní, òtítọ́ lágbédá ní.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
A kì í sọ̀dálẹ̀, a kì í sóníkèéta.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
A dúró tán, a tún pèrègèdè.
Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá.
Koikimedia, we bring you work closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia is around.
To give us latest.
Is around.
To give us latest.
Ladies and gentlemen,
ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó pójú gbogbo.
ladies and gentlemen,
ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó pójú gbogbo.
Koikimedia is around.
To give us latest.
Koikimedia.
Koikimedia.
Well, it's a Sunday, the 23rd of March 2025, and I say good evening and welcome to another episode of Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep as we continue our campaign, our awareness and preparation for as many of the activities that will eventually allow us to have our own independent Yoruba country. I welcome you to the broadcast. It's just coming up to 17:50. That means just 10 minutes before 6 p.m. But we do use 24 hours clock in the United Kingdom. I'm currently transmitting from my London base. There will be quite a lot of noise at the background, as much as I've been telling my children to allow me to have my own little time to do my broadcast. But I will not restrict them much if they are making their little noise and so much. But they will be able to control it. But just in case you are one of those that hate children and you born bastard, maybe you are one of those that think that because I am broadcasting, I must now make sure that my environment is so quiet and peaceful and then shut up my children's mouth. It's not going to happen. As long as I continue to stream within the comfort of my house, my family has been in this situation for 4 years. We have managed it, and it's entirely up to you to sit in the broadcast and enjoy my program with my children's sound at the background, or you fuck off. This platform is not a joking platform. It's a serious platform, and it's a platform that will be used as part of many platforms to prepare and educate many of the gullible Nigerians that think that they have a Commonwealth. That is the direction I'm taking us tonight. What is the meaning of Commonwealth? What impact does it have for us? But before we go into that, I've got some latest update coming from the Deputy Chairman of the YSDM. Let me first appreciate our leader, Professor Adebanji Akitoye, for the great job he's doing to make sure that the Yoruba people will leave Nigeria. Whether the current administration likes it is not my problem. That is their problem. Whether they want to continue to tell us lies to remain in this fake Commonwealth country that British, one of the globalists, created. The Yoruba people will pull out either by peace or by force. Britain has created it. We will pull out. The rest of the indigenous people can remain in that shithole contraction known as the jungle. My broadcast will be in English and Yoruba. Please do not tell me to speak Yoruba because the Yoruba broadcast. You have listened to many Yoruba presenters. They speak Yoruba. They don't speak English. This is a different platform. This is an international platform, and we use many activities of what is happening around the world to also gauge why the Yoruba people need to leave. The Commonwealth is one area that many Nigerians think that because we are Commonwealth citizens, it will allow you to get to UK for free. It doesn't happen like that. It's one of the most corrupt organizations that we need to allow ourselves as Yoruba people to pull out of Nigeria, and we can have cordial relationship with Britain, but not under the fraudulent Commonwealth. So good evening and welcome to the broadcast. Fẹ́yìn àǹfààní gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn tí ẹ ti ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa bú kí n pẹ́ krọ́lẹ̀ ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa tí à ń pè ní Koikimedia. Ìkànnì tí ó wà lára àwọn ìkànnì tó ń jàjàǹgbara fún ìran Yorùbá láti lè tú nínú ìdì àti àdánwò tí àwọn Britain kó sínú ẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi ń pè ní Commonwealth. America já tó fi gbára wọn sílẹ̀. Trump is talking about Commonwealth. Already the American citizens are warning him in advance not to go near this fraudulent globalist organization called the Commonwealth. But don't expect that from your corrupt politicians. They are used to having this Commonwealth so that they can continue to allow Britain to suck all the resources out of the Yoruba land. And many Yoruba people will not have the privilege to be given the visa to live in the United Kingdom. Not some of us that have been managed to run out of Nigeria and live here, but 60 million people's lives are in danger. So like I said, I've got a good news coming from the deputy chairman of the Yoruba World, the deputy chairman of the YSDM, the Yoruba Self-Determination Movement. We have talked about the YSDM many times. By now, if you don't know, I cannot help you, but we will continue to tell you that YSDM is not a group. Do not ever mix YSDM with a big group. No. It's about 20, almost I think about 92 groups that are involved inside the YSDM. And what is the job and the role of the YSDM? Hopefully when I've called him on a short notice, and this is where we have leaders. Apart from if they are busy with their family issues as well, we cannot just pull them out from their family engagement. But what I've been able to do, I've just called Kayode Mola as the program was starting. I did not inform them already, but I've given him notice that in the next 5 minutes, we're already 15 minutes into the program. Màá wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa update lórí ibi tí wọ́n ní kí àwa ìran ọmọ Yorùbá ká lọ máa fi owó wa sí, torí pé we need a lot of money to fight this movement. And when I use the word fight, fight is part of campaign, poster, awareness, logistics, security. It's not just when people say fight, it's not just about carrying AK-47. The Yoruba people are one of the most intelligent people, and we will do it as it is meant to be done under the international law to leave Nigeria with the support of every single one of us. So, tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé ká lọ dáwó, ẹlòmíì máa ń rò pé bí wọ́n ní kó lọ máa dáwó tó máa fi ja ogun. No. Owó tá a fi túra wa sílẹ̀ kúrò nínú ìdì tí wọ́n ń pè ní the union of this fake Commonwealth. The union that Britain forced us together. Gbogbo ìlú tí Britain colonized, òun lè ń rí nínú screen here. For those of you that are watching us, and I say good evening and welcome. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. It's 23rd March 2025 at exactly almost 2 minutes before 1800 hours. Tí 1800 hours ò bá yé yín, ẹ kò sá sọ pé aago mẹ́fà fi lọ lù. In the Yoruba homeland is about 1 hour ahead, and that means ẹ ti wà ní aago méje. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn aláwẹ̀ lọ́tùn lósì. Mo tún fàǹfààní mo fi kí sister mi, one of my fashion designer, a beautiful one, as she's celebrating her birthday today. Is a special greetings coming from the Koikimedia team. And we say, happy birthday to you. And we wish her long life and prosperity. From the Koikimedia live transmission, we are wishing our fashion designer, a sister, a big one, a lovely one, as she celebrates her birthday today, the 23rd of March 2025. I'm wishing her and all those that are celebrating in the month of March and today, as she celebrates a big number, I say happy birthday to her. So Emma Bami Kiwon Lori comment section, even if you don't know who I'm talking about, but please, you think about so so Moki sister me dada. Let me quickly call Demola because there's a lot of areas I want to cover. What you need to do is share the program, okay, from Ekiti State to every part of Yoruba land and across the globe. I will not be calling your names out because we have a task to do. So, Demola, just to give us update on what we need to know regarding the payment system, why Yoruba people need to support the payment into the YSDM. You have the line with you. I know you must have been very busy. I've pulled it out of your family. I've pulled it out on a Sunday. But that is the task and the role of a media. That is the task or the role of a leader. Tayo Demola is one of our leaders. You don't have to see his face. I'm sure most of you know who he is. He's going to crack on quickly. We're not going to take his time. Maximum 5 minutes. What is the update, sir? Lori Oro, YSDM, in terms of our contribution. Is everything perfect? Is everything working? That is all you need to update us. You don't need to tell us anything else because I know people are looking for a shiri and sharing Lori platform, but we're a serious platform and we're not joking when it comes to the movement. So Kyle Demola is on the line. He is the deputy chairman of Babakitoye under the YSDM. Go ahead, Mr. Kyle Demola.
Mr. Koiki, I'm happy to report to the Yoruba people. We've got confirmation now that the donation and the subscription is now working perfectly on the YSDM website. So I want to donate to Wufuwa to the support in Joa. I think everything is now ready. You can go to the YSDM website, www.ysdm.org. Whatever you have, you can either donate or subscribe to give us your monthly stipend. We will be very grateful. So, updates when you're
Thank you very much. And that is Mr. Demola. We let him go so that we can crack on with the rest of the program. So in T1 Sonicwe, www.ysdm.org. That is the only official, and I mean the only official for us to contribute, for us to put our own money, for us to say and support the Ijangbarai. That is the only revenue that money will be collected so that in case the Banwa be TFE that will see. If you're not too sure, go straight to www.ysdm.org. Very straightforward, nothing very fishy there. It is one of the most important places for us to visit so that we can contribute our own as well. So, I gotta close the camera because I gotta quickly do something on my email because, as usual, we have a lot of security on one of my many accounts, and Twitter just want me to verify something and they're sending the code. So that's the reason why I'm closing the camera so that you don't see what is happening behind the curtain. So, as Mr. Demola just updated us, Tebalo story YSDM right now, you will be able to make your contribution, whatever amount, tabani £10, $10. If you have more than that, you can contribute straight into those places and you will be able to help this movement. Very, very important that our people contribute as we have been told to do so. That is the only way you can help the movement. That is the only way you can help me. That is the only way you can help yourself so that we can succeed and we can become successful. The movement needs a lot of support and donation, and we pray and hope that many of us will contribute towards this particular goal. What is the goal? The goal that the Yoruba people that have 60 million tó fẹ́ dá dúró, tó fẹ́ gba ara wọn sílẹ̀. We need every single one of us to contribute. If you go there, you can do your monthly, you can do your direct debit and all that. Load a website. It doesn't have any account number apart from if you're sending money to the local currency. I'm sure most of you understand what that means. So the local currency, but some of us have been using it as well because the portal to the YSDM was not fully in operation. But right now, as we've heard from the deputy chairman of the Yoruba World Media, that the portal is now fully working. YSDM by now, just like people watching my telephone number. YSDM, all you need to do is .org. It takes you straight there and you can do all those donations and support that is needed to run this movement, to make this movement a successful outing. Because Yoruba Madaduro, nobody can stop it. They can delay it, but they cannot stop it. And there's no amount of how they delay it, eventually Yoruba Shimano. Because they can try to deceive Nigerians and say, oh, election and all that. Yes, that is the normal norm of a criminal politicians. Their job is to deceive you. Their job is quick up paro for you. What in paro lataye ni Britain was one of the most criminal country in 1959 that rigged the election for the Fulanese. Because Hausa has been taken out for a very long time. So there was never any Fulani, even during the time that we were getting independent. So when she 1960 or 1959, Fulani has been chased out even before that period. But that's another discussion for another day. I want us to focus, concentrate on the discussion as we are pulling it out one at a time. So again, gbogbo ẹni tí ó fẹ́ contribute ẹni tó fẹ́ dáwó láti fi support the YSDM, the Yoruba Self-Determination Movement, you can do so by visiting their website and donate to the Yoruba Nation Central account. Ẹ má dáwó fún ṣífù máa, ẹ má dáwó fún individual tó náà wọ́n create a security account and àwọn ní security. All these are criminals. Nobody should donate. I will never come out and tell you donate to Wofe me not we establish a security network kan tó máa jà fún Yoruba Nation. Irọ́ ló wà ńbẹ̀. Just like we all know, the only leader that we have and the only existing leader that remain into this particular movement remain Professor Adebanji Akintoye. Tẹ́ bá mi tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ by now. A jẹ́ pé bóyá ọmọ Yorùbá tó ṣẹ̀ ń wá ibi tí tẹ́sẹ̀ fi fìsì, because a lot of Yoruba people are confused people. They're still waiting for 2027 so that their life will be better. Seyi Tinubu will not make your life better because he's a criminal like his father. I can say that continuously. But when you have a Yoruba country, you can hold your leader accountable. But right now, the major leader, Tani, when it comes to Yoruba Nation, is Professor Adebanji Akintoye. Nobody else. After Professor Akintoye, we now have many others that are underneath, that are working tirelessly so that we can have a successful Yoruba country. Nínú ẹ̀ láti máa mú deputy wọn. The deputy just spoke to us right now some few minutes ago. Nínú ẹ̀ láti máa yọ àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan. La máa yọ àwọn obìnrin tó wà nínú wọn. Professor Akintoye ní cabinet. The cabinet continue to work round the clock so that the Yoruba people can be free. And that's exactly what he's doing. Àwọn nìkan ni wọ́n ní mandate láti sọ pé ìgbà báyìí la máa jáde. Nobody else. I've got it for you inside here. You're welcome. So, and that is the reason why if you ẹni tó gbà fún Bàbá Akintoye, ẹni tí ó ti ṣìnà nìyẹn. Bàbá Akintoye ni leader wa, and he remains our leader, and he will still remain our leader. Tababa mú Bàbá Akintoye, then we can be talking about the structures of others. Igboho is just one man that he has told me personally, he has said it outside the public, he has said it with Baba Akintoye, òun ò lè kúrò lẹ́yìn Baba Akintoye, kódà kẹ́ lọ ṣògùn, òun ò ní kúrò lẹ́yìn Baba Akintoye, because Igboho mọ the right thing for the Yoruba people. And we hope that gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ní this kind of powers, tọ́lọ́run fún yín àwọn agbára yìí, tó fún yín ní ẹ̀mí tó kí dáadáa, you will also be able to fight on our behalf. So that kò ní jẹ́ pé Ìgbòho nìkan tẹ́ bá ń dúró de bá Gani Adams bó ṣe káàkiri ní ẹ̀dẹ́ ṣoníwò límọ̀. Mo ní kó lọ sákúrẹ́, the new Aláàfin ní Ìgbòho ní Gani Adams lọ́nkí. Wọ́n ń pààyàn lákúrẹ́, Ọ̀yọ́ ló lọ. A tún sá padà sékòó. I don't know, bíá ilé ń gejẹ ni tó ṣe lè lọ sílé. So if you're waiting for somebody like Gani Adams, I can say it, a lot of people will die on those things. So better ká tètè múra sílẹ̀ dáadáa, káwé tó máa gbà wá. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ alágbára l'Ondo State, ẹ má dúró de Gani Adams. It's not coming to save you. Many people will die. Àwọn èèyàn máa kú. You okay? Yeah. Come and take what you want to take care. Eh?
I'm trying to give me my book, but she wouldn't listen.
Kí ló dé tó fẹ́ fi ní ìwé? Mo ní tọ̀tọ̀ tẹ wá.
I thought that in my book I remember.
Okay, share the two of you, okay? You know I'm on the program now. You see? That's how people are on the program. So, ẹ má dúró de Gani Adams, gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn ńláńlá èèyàn lágbára tẹ́ ń bẹ ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Tá bá dúró de Gani Adams, ikú máa pa gbogbo wa tán nítorí pé òun náà ń sá fún ikú. Kò fẹ́ yẹ ká gbádá funfun ẹ̀ kó stain. So he's always running all over the place. I saw him saying that he wants to kill Aláàfin. Ta ló bẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe kọ́ lọ kí Aláàfin, kó fi Aláàfin sílẹ̀, kó má corrupt bàbá wa Aláàfin. Kò Aláàfin ń bọ̀ láti Canada, ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ diaspora, wọ́n kì í parọ́. Òtítọ́ ló máa ń sọ. Gani Adams ti parọ́ fún wa, ó lóun ò ṣe Yorùbá nation. Ó ní Yorùbá nation kan lóun fẹ́, òun ò tí fẹ́ Yorùbá nation nísìn. Ó dìgbà tó bá pa gbogbo wa tán. So èyí tẹ́ já lágbára, ẹ kóra yín jọ. Ẹ má dúró de Gani Adams. Kò ní any reason tá a máa ní à ń dúró dè. Ó dẹ̀ ń jowú ni. Until tó bá padà sílé, la máa fún ní respect àti akọ́lé. But for now, lórí platform yàwọ̀ ní fún ní respect. Ìgbòho dẹ̀ rán mi iṣẹ́, media ni mí. Bàbá Akintoye rán mi iṣẹ́, ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ lè ní kí n shut up ẹnu mi. Because òun ló pe rẹ̀ ní, òun ló náà fẹ́ jẹ Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò. Bí ó fowó jẹ ni, bí the late àtẹ̀nà ọba kú ọba wàjà ni, bí ọba tàná ló kọ̀wé kó da ìjà tó jà, because wọ́n ló jà dáadáa náà nígbà MKO Abiola. But nísìn kò fẹ́ jà mọ́, kó máa jẹ pátí káàkiri, kó máa ya picture, kó máa upload ẹ̀ sórí social media, kó máa lọ Cairo, kó máa lọ Egypt. Wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn lákùúrẹ́ nílùú Èkó, ó lọ sọ́yọ̀, ta ló bẹ iṣẹ́? So mo kí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa. So good evening once again and welcome. Just share the program and that's the most important thing. Àìtí ìbéèrè owó nísìn, bó a ṣe máa béèrè owó ká tó lọ. Mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀, mo fi kí ìyá mi dáadáa pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa. So Baba Akintoye, like I said, moving forward, is the leader. So just before we step out of the YSDM, ká tó tún parí ètò, màá tún rán yín létí. Let us push where our mouth can be able to say yes. Owó tá ń dá síbẹ̀, it is for a purpose. Tá bá ti declare Yorùbá country wa, which we have the right. Baba Akintoye ní right láti declare. Tó bá declare, bó bá ohun Tinubu kó ṣe state of emergency, tó bá bí bàbá ńlá anybody kó máa bọ̀ kó náà fi wá ṣe state of emergency nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ẹ mọ̀ tán pè lọ́mọ Yorùbá, ní láti fi gbẹ́nu sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn ọmọ Igbo ló sú ẹgbẹ́ ló ń ṣe state of emergency fún ọlọ́mọ ìtọ́ tí mo tó yẹ kó fi. Ọ̀dẹ̀ tí mo tó fẹ́ kó ṣe. As I speak to you today, there's another bomb blast or explosion that has happened in Rivers State. Nígbà tó bá jó gbogbo ẹ̀ tán, ní tí Tinubu máa fi ṣe gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì àárí. Tó lórí òun pé ní aṣọ fún títí. Ẹ ṣàfi jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kó dogun nígbà tó bá dogun nísìn. Ẹ wá rò pé máa sá lọ. Ẹ ní sá lọ anywhere. Gbogbo yín pátápátá àti Tinubu. Ẹ ní sá lọ anywhere. Torí à ń sọ fún yín nísìn pé àwọn ọmọ ìjọ ń bínú, Biafra ń bínú. Ká tẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn Hausa lè trust àwọn yẹn torí àwọn nǹkan táwọn fẹ́. The country is in turmoil. The country is not fully working. And gbogbo títí òfin ṣiṣẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wọnú ètò. Ẹ jókòó dáadáa. Mo ní tẹ bá ti wá sórí bíbá gangan ni mídíà tó máa gbé. Ṣé rí gbogbo bí tẹ́ ti lọ tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn? Àwọn yẹn ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun. Bẹ̀tẹ̀ bá ti dé bíbá, international ni. A máa mú international news tó ń lọ lágbàáyé tẹ́ pé ìkan fi mọ̀ pé Koiki kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lágbàáyé torí etí wa àgbọ̀n kankan. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa, ẹ settle down. Ẹ kúkú ti break, ẹ̀yin aláwẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn babaláwo. ẹ túbọ̀ bá máa dífá ní gbogbo ìgbà lóòrèkóòrè in tó bá ń jáde pé a fẹ́ jáde a máa jáde pé èèyàn kan máa ní àní jáde yẹn irọ́ a máa jáde bí ìyàwó ajé olókùn ṣe sọ we will come out but that is only when Baba Akintoye will make that available to us. Your job, my job is to just go and prepare for when it is going to happen. But it is going to happen and it is not going to be something that it is not going to happen. Bó ṣàdúrà pé kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ irọ́ ló pọ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀. So once again, retweet, share the program. We are streaming on full 3 YouTube channels. So ẹni tó bá náà wọn ò rí wa, ẹ lè rí wa láíláí náà nìyẹn. Àwọn èèyàn ìyá dẹ̀ máa rí wa. Because I don't know why we can be streaming on 3 YouTube channels. The Koikimedia channel is currently on suspension. Like I said, we hope it's going to be back by sometime next week. But right now, kò sí any reason tí yàn kan máa sọ pé Koiki àmọ́bí tó wà àrí program ẹ̀. That is not my problem. Problem tẹ̀yìn nìyẹn because we are doing everything. Mo sọ fún yín pé there was a lockdown. Mo kí ẹ Aziz. There was a lockdown. Intro is now fully working. After tí wọ́n ti review problem tó ṣẹlẹ̀. So bó ṣe máa rí náà nìyẹn nírìn àjò Yorùbá nation. Nígbà tí lockdown bá ṣẹlẹ̀. Tẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ wà lockdown bíi ti Intro airport tó lockdown complete lockdown nǹkan tó bá rìn lókè. Ìyá yìí náà rí pé nǹkan kan rìn lókè. So when we'll eventually have our own lockdown, then from the lockdown, then other things will open as Intro is fully back in operation. So wọ́n tó ń sọ pé kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀, àdúrà pé kó ṣáà má bẹ́ẹ̀ lé, tó bá bẹ́ẹ̀ lé ó máa lockdown mọ́ ẹ mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣe sí, wàá kàn forí gbágbágbá náà ni. Ó máa gba kámú ni. Ìwọ náà máa part of it ni. So pé kò ní lockdown yẹn rọ́lẹ̀ pa. So please share all the my backup channel, very very important. Tá bá ń bẹ̀ yín pé kẹ́ lọ subscribe by now tó bá yẹ pé lóòótọ́ láwọn èèyàn nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa ni. How do we have over 50,000 followers? Kò sẹ́ni tó máa náwó tí ìgbọ́pá ti ní backup. Ṣé ó dìgbà tí Intro gan ní backup? Kò tó bá ní backup ni wọ́n ní shut down for many hours. Àwa ní backup. But because the people are not going to register and subscribe at the backup, ó dìgbà tí àbá wa rí Koiki ní àwọn ti sọ pé Koiki náà máa dalẹ̀ ni. Èmi dẹ̀ ti sọ látorí èmi àtàwọn tó ń bá mi ṣiṣẹ́ mo ti sọ fún wọn. Torí ẹni tó bá compromise láàrin wọn ó bá lẹ̀ lọ nìyẹn problem tí wọ́n nìyẹn ó bẹ́tà kó má bá mi ṣiṣẹ́. But èmi tí mo jọ́ ọ̀gá wọn CEO Koikimedia ti bá dalẹ̀ Yorùbá nation kílẹ̀ yọ̀ mí kí n máa lọ kò sí kankan tí mo ń ṣe láyé mọ́. Ìyẹn ò ṣe pé tó bá ti mọ̀ pé ó ṣàní ìdálẹ̀. Bọ̀ pé àwọn tó kù náà bá ní àwọn ń ṣe Yorùbá nation tẹ̀tú wá ń ṣe nǹkan míì ilẹ̀ máa yọ̀ yín ilẹ̀ máa mú yín. It's as simple as that. Ìyẹn ò ṣe pé ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ lọ rí ó sì máa mú ẹ náà ni. Because ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà ńlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tó gbọgbọ́n tí ẹ fẹ́ máa táwọn fọgbọ́n ṣe but káwọn kan wá náà fẹ́ dalẹ̀ nígbà fún yín kò possible. So what we're going to be talking about is almost going to be on the Ashimeye Bolapo ni. I've only done 36 minutes. We hope to have our full broadcast of 3 hours or if not a little bit, but I don't want to keep it more than 3 hours. Anytime internet in Nigeria, I'm sorry, maybe you have to download the video, but suffering there's what we call the mixed LR. Ẹ lọ síbẹ̀, ẹ máa gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ, a lè máa sọ the same thing fáwọn èèyàn wa kẹ́ máa gbọ́. I can't help you. Mr. Koiki wọ̀ gbọ́ program yìí, ẹ wá ṣe 30 minutes. Èmi ẹ lè bá mi sọ yẹn o. Mo sorry. I can't. Mo lè ṣe 30 minutes program. Mo bá ṣe ń ṣe yẹn 3 hours me because I have a lot of areas to cover. Kí wọ́n máa ṣọ ṣúkúṣúkú. Mo kẹ́yìn tẹ́wà lórí Mixlr. Èèyàn mẹ́rin ni. Tó bá mọ link yẹn, we are posting this link frequently. And like I said, we are streaming on 3 YouTube channels. So kíyàn kan sọ pé òun wá rí wa, òun ò gbọ́ wa, a jẹ́ pé nǹkan kan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. Moving forward quickly, before I clear àwọn area kankan kí tó move forward ni because as usual tá bá ti wọnú program lọ tá ti dé international level mo fẹ́ kí nǹkan kan tún gbé mi padà wá sẹ́yìn. So a lot of people have been calling and saying Mr. Koiki ti wà bias ìjà tó ń jà ní Ifọ̀n àti Ìlúbù ṣé ẹ̀kẹ́yìn tẹ̀ máa jà ìbéèrè ṣé ẹ̀kẹ́yìn méjèèjì máa jà ṣé jẹ́ kí community méjèèjì máa jà ẹ lógún lọ́wọ́ èyí tẹ̀ lógún kan yìnbọn síyàn kó má wọ̀ yín lára so nígbà tẹ́ bá ti yìnbọn síra yín tó wọ̀ yín lára then that means pé Fúlàní tó yẹ ká fi bájà ẹ fi bájà mọ́ We should be fighting the Fulanis. Èmi ní tí Fulani kan tó bá pa ọmọ Yorùbá kan ká pa 10. Tó bá pa 2 ká pa 20. Ìyẹn ń ṣe pé kíní wọ́n lè máa pààyàn kíyàn wá dákẹ́ kó fold hands. Tó bá pa ẹyọ kan ẹ pa 10. Tó bá pa 2 ẹ pa 20. But because we are always waiting, a kì í react. So fún èèyàn wa tí ẹ wà ní Ọ̀ṣun State, mo kí Azeez for the super chat. Ó ti send owó sí mi lénìí, mo ní láti sọ èyí tó send. Ó send Western Union, mo ti gbà á. Wọ́n á pè receipt ẹ̀gán wà ń bí báyìí. Tàbá rẹ̀ tó tún fẹ́ fún mi lówó. Owó la nídìí ní sẹ́mi, ò ní ìdẹ́jọ́ kankan mọ́. Receipt lélẹ̀, mo ti gbà á. Tí wọn náà bá jẹ́ pé nǹkan tí mò ń ṣe, wọn náà fẹ́ máa fi gbowó ni bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í ṣe. Kò sẹ́ni tó dẹ dúró. I need a lot of media. Mo kí ẹ, Azeez kò ní tán bẹ̀ fún ẹ. Ọlọ́run bá ń dúró tiẹ̀. So where we are right now is that there is a crisis going on in Osun State. Crisis yẹn le gan. Wọ́n ní kò ń ṣe ní, kò ń ṣàná ló bẹ̀rẹ̀. Olúkálukú máa pa ìtàn oríṣiríṣi náà ni àtayébáyé náà láti ń pàtàn. But what in táwa argue ní sí ni pé ṣé irú ìjà bẹ́ẹ̀ ló yẹ ká máa jà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá? I'm sure pé àti máa ráhùn tó ti máa marry ara yín, tẹ̀tí bára yín sùn. I'm sure pé wọn náà máa lọ síbẹ̀, lọ máa mọ tí bẹ̀ wá ṣe fàájì ń bẹ̀. Nígbà tẹ́yìn ìlú méjèèjì bá wá ń jà báyìí, ìlú méjèèjì ń jà. Then báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ ká gbé investment wá sí ìlú yẹn nígbà tẹ́ bá ti para yín tán? I'm not going to show any videos here. All the videos have already been posted. I'm not here to support or work pé èèyàn kan la máa support. No. My job is káwa pẹ̀tù sí lẹ́nu ni. Mo ti ní kó bá mi wá nọ́mbà àwọn kábíyèsí ká bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Nísìn tí ó ti wá sórí ọ̀rọ̀ social media, àwa gbọ́dọ̀ panú ẹ̀ ni. Tó bá dẹ̀ pé wọ́n sà sí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣètùtù kí gbogbo ẹ̀ ní, because a ti wà lójú agbami. Irú ìjà tẹ́yìn jà yẹn nísìn, àwọn ò ní jà, but tí nǹkan bá dé nígbà tẹ́yìn bá ti ń bára yín jà, then tí wàhálà eléyìí táwa fẹ́ bá lọ nísìn, ẹ máa fi ti yín disturb wa now. A nídìí yẹn. A nídìí kílẹ̀ Yorùbá kọ̀ọ̀kan máa bára wọn jà nísìn. So mo bẹ̀ yín, because aláwọn tó ń ṣe Yorùbá nation, àwọn kan tún ní ẹ pé kan náà àwọn community yẹn wọ̀ ṣe Yorùbá nation, wọ́n wà against it. I don't think so. There will always be. Ṣé àwọn gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ló ń support Yorùbá nation? So that, yes, I'm now told support within the community. But what I am here to say is that we need to just plead with this community. À ń bẹ̀ yín ni. Èmi Koiki ń bẹ̀ yín ni. Wọ́n ní kò sọ́wọ́ olóṣèlú ń bẹ̀. It does not matter. But what matters is that ẹ wo ti àwọn abiyamọ, àwọn ìyá tó kàn lọ ká. Ẹ mọ̀ pé tábà tẹ̀ pé Fúlàní fún wa bá wa jà nísìn, àwọn ọmọ bá ṣe fẹ́ protect gbogbo àwọn ìyá wa tó ń sá káàkiri yìí. Ẹ wo àwọn ìyá oníyà tó kàn lọ tó ń bọ̀. Ẹ ti dà wọ́n nú. Wọ́n ti para wọn gan. Ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ, ìjà yẹn kò ń ṣèjà kékeré. Fíìmù kékeré la rí wò lórí social media. Some of the videos we can upload it. So I'm not here to defend any one of you. Àtẹ̀ntó pè mí o, àtẹ̀ntó pè mí, èmi kọ́ mo á defend yín. No. My job is to tell you to please look into this and ask, ṣé ó necessary pé ká jà nísìn, ká bára wa jà nísìn? Àwọn kan ló ní ibẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, èèyàn kan ló wá gba ibẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, gbogbo yẹn à nídìí yẹn. Inter need ni peace in Yoruba land. We need the peace. And I pray that we will have that peace very soon, as many of you have watched. Some of those images are very upsetting. Nígbà tí àìtí ogun kan tí dé, à ń bára wa jà, à ń dá ogun sílẹ̀. Àwa gan tí a fẹ́ gba orí M1 kọjá, kò ṣe side yẹn la fẹ́ gbà kọjá náà. Àwa tá fẹ́ lockdown bíi ti Heathrow airport, kò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ la fẹ́ lockdown. Ẹ má lọ́ọ̀kì Ìfọ̀n, ẹ má lọ́ọ̀kì Lóbò, ẹ má lọ́ọ̀kì Ìrìn, ṣé Ìrìn Ọ̀ṣun àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ àbí ẹ má bínú tí n bá pronounce ẹ̀ dáadáa. Mo bẹ̀ yín ni. So gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa tẹ́ bá mọ àwọn èèyàn ládùúgbò ní agbègbè yẹn, please tell them that èmi OLAYOMI KOIKI. Èèyàn kan pè mí lánàá 1 hour. Everybody will always have something to say, but in táwa ń sọ ni pé a bẹ̀ yín ni. Àti Ìlúbò, àti Ìfọ̀n, àti ṣé ẹ̀sìn àbí kíní kan, I can't remember the other side. We are pleading. À ń bẹ̀ yín ni pé kẹ́ jọ̀ọ́. À ń bẹ̀ yín ni. À ń bẹ̀ yín. And I hope that mo mọ̀ pé àwọn kan ò ní gbọ́. Ṣé rí nǹkan tó àwọn yẹn máa ń believe ni pé àbá náà máa retaliate. Yes, it's normal. Normal nìyẹn. Ẹ ti wá bà nǹkan wa jẹ́, àwa náà máa bà nǹkan jẹ́. But ẹ máa rántí pé a lè get development kò ń ṣe nínú pé country ta wà náà ní sí nǹkan ṣẹ́gun. Tẹ bá ń jàjà báyìí, tá bá délẹ̀ lérí, development ò ní dé sí gbogbo bẹ̀yẹn o. And we don't pray something like that. Àwa fẹ́ kí development wà káàkiri gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Èmi gan fẹ́ gbádùn ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. America mi has not left America. Kò tí travel ayé ẹ̀rí because wọ́n ní 52 states. Kò dẹ̀ tí rìn 52 states yẹn tán. So in the future, ṣé nígbà tí mi bá dá iléeṣẹ́ síbẹ̀ ẹ̀ nísìnyí tẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bára yín jà ẹ wá lọ jẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ wa. Could make sense. So we're here to just say please and please ẹ bá wa sọ fún gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ bá mọ̀. Àwọ̀ wa tẹ́pọ̀ sí o media àwa kò ní pa promote it. We're just pushing the message out because àmọ́rún kan báyìí tẹ́lẹ̀ wọn ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀ rí tẹ́ lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn èmi wá bí ṣe máa jẹ bí ṣe máa mu ní UK báwo ṣe pé mo tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ifọ̀n. But now that the social media ìyẹn la ṣe ń sọ pé we are in the new media era. Media tó máa rí gbogbo nǹkan ó ti yàtọ̀ sí media ti tẹ́lẹ̀ tí kọ̀ọ̀kan máa ṣẹlẹ̀. So ìyẹn ló ṣe jẹ́ kó spring out quickly tó lọ káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé. And we purposely push it out there so that káwọn èèyàn lè rí pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ń bára wọn jà. Àrà àwọn tó máa ṣàdúrà, àrà àwọn tó máa gbàwẹ̀, àrà àwọn tó máa ṣètùtù, àrà àwọn tó máa lọ bá babaláwo. So that's all I can say because I got to move forward because we're already 44 minutes into my transmission. So mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sọ I say good evening. Mo kí bàbá wa Ìgbòho Òòṣà. Mo kí yín dáadáa. Mo kí George Akínọlá. Àtẹ̀yìn tá bá ń dárúkọ, àtẹ̀yìn tá dárúkọ because not everybody will mention their names. Again for secure. A lè kó gbogbo a lè mention Gani Adams because Gani Adams ò ṣe Yorùbá nation. Dẹ̀ ní kó ṣe Yorùbá nation but àwọn tó ń pa ni a ní kó lọ bá wọn yanjú ẹ̀. Let him go and resolve the problem of the people that are being killed. Torí kò ṣe Yorùbá nation òun ò wá fún Yorùbá nation. It's not part of Yorùbá nation. Tí Gani Adams bá sọ fún pé òun ṣe Yorùbá nation irọ́ ló wà ń bẹ̀. Because àwa pé nígbà tá a kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ á pé kò dá wa lóhùn. Àwọn Yorùbá One Voice lọ set up àwọn lè ní àníyàn pé wọ́n fẹ́ Yorùbá nation but ọ̀gá wọn tó jẹ́ Gani Adams kò fẹ́ Yorùbá nation kankan. Bí a restructure ló fẹ́ I don't know but tó bá náà ń fẹ́ Yorùbá nation rọ́ ni àtẹ̀ní kó fẹ́ Yorùbá nation. People are being killed in Ondo State. Let him go there and sort the problem out. So bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. So let's come back. Òyìnbó máa pọ̀ nísìn and I might not have the time to be doing a lot of translation. Gbogbo àná la gbọ́ ṣúkúṣúkú díẹ̀díẹ̀. Mr. Koiki àgbọ́yìnbó irọ́ ni. Gbogbo àná la gbọ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Broken gbogbo ẹ̀ náà la máa sọ. But ibi tí mo fẹ́ gbé yín lọ lálẹ́ yìí. Ibi tó wà very very important tó ẹ farabalẹ̀ kẹ́ gbọ́. Ìwọ tó ń tako Yorùbá nation. You that you are against the breakup of Nigeria. I want you to put your mind now back into the broadcast. How many of you know the meaning of Commonwealth? When they talk about Commonwealth, kí ló ń common? Ìlóbù, okay, ṣé gan ni wọ́n ti correct wọ́n ní Ìlóbù ló ń jẹ́ Mr. Koiki ṣé gan ni. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn ọba méjèèjì tó ń bẹ ní gbogbo àwọn community yẹn. Ọlọ́run á fi á pètù sí community yẹn. Tó bá jẹ́ àwọn Fúlàní náà ló ń àwọn kan ní wọn kò ní ọwọ́ Fúlàní nínú o. Because mo gbọ́ tí brother mi kan mo fi dárúkọ ẹ̀ tó ṣe program tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ Fúlàní kò ní ọwọ́ Fúlàní nínú. Àwọn ọmọ wa ló ń bára wọn jà gidi ni o. Ìjà gidi ni o. Kápá ọ̀rọ̀ fi sílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Kò lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní kankan nínú. Èmi ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwa ti ṣe investigation kan lẹ̀. Kò lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní kankan nínú. But ìtakọ̀sọ ni pé kọ́lọ̀ kó pẹ̀tù sí àwọn ọmọ wa lẹ́yìn ara àti Ìlóbù àti Ìfọ̀n. Àfẹ́ wàhálà o. Ẹ̀jọ́ àtúnfẹ́ jí làárọ̀ la ká tó máa rí ẹgbà wá o. Èmi fẹ́ máa gbọ́ lockdown. Àti lock ibì kan down ká lock it down bí Heathrow airport ká lock it down kí kankan máa rìn. Àwọn agbára tèmi fẹ́ kẹ́ gbé jáde nìyẹn nígbà tá a bá ti jáde fún night vigil kẹ́ gbé àwọn agbára yẹn jáde. sójà tó bá ṣe anything kó gbẹmọ lára kó mọ̀ pé ọmọ Yorùbá ni wá ká ránṣẹ́ sí wọn kó yẹ pé àwọn tó tún ń bọ̀ àmọ́ pé ha ẹ̀ràn ti wẹ́ẹ̀tẹ̀ kí káṣọ máa gbẹmọ wọn lára ẹ̀rú àwọn oògùn tó ẹ lọ bá àwọn bàbá yẹn àwọn bàbá kan sì wà láyé gbogbo àwọn community tá à ń sọ yìí nísìnyí àwọn bàbá kan wà níbẹ̀ ẹ lọ bá wọn pé a máa jáde bàbá àfẹ́ fi protect ara wa ni sójà tó bá gbé ọwọ́ báyìí kí ọwọ́ yẹn kó hang síbẹ̀ káwọn tó kó máa bèrè pé kó gbá ọwọ́ wálẹ̀ and it can be done ìyá mi àwo níyì wọ́n ní Koiki fíìmù tó ní ká lọ wò yẹn èmi ò lè wo ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà ò ní lè wúrọ̀ àwọn fíìmù yẹn àwọn ọ̀dọ́ báyìí la lè wò ó kàn dùn mí pé íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì ò sí fún púpọ̀ nínú yín nílé ni ẹ lọ wo múfì tí mo ní kẹ́ lọ wò yẹn ẹni tó bá ti wo múfì yẹn ẹ lọ wò ó èèyàn kan kò kú lọ́n porúkọ ẹ̀ kò kú mọ́ kíkọ sáré fún yín ní picture torí a fẹ́ máa tẹ̀síwájú tí bá dẹ̀ ti gbẹ́nu sórí Commonwealth yẹn mo fẹ́ kí nǹkan kan kó bring me back ẹni tó bá ti wo múfì ìyàwó wo ní ìwọ́n ní Koiki ilé tó ní ká lọ wò yìí ti lágbára ju ó gbọ́dọ̀ lágbára fẹ́yìn àgbàlagbà bọ̀ fẹ́yìn ọ̀dọ́ gbogbo ọgbọ́n tá a máa fi ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ a lè máa sọ lórí social media especially lórí ìkànnì Koikimedia ó ti wà under the radar ó yẹ kó yé yín so èmi máa lóríṣiríṣi èdè ẹ mọ̀ pé mo rẹ̀ gbọ́ Yorùbá dáadáa báyìí so èmi máa fún yín ní different coded way tẹ́ máa fi ní understanding pé yes nǹkan bọ̀ so fẹ́yìn tẹ́ fẹ́ lọ wo movie yẹn tẹ́ bá ní àyà tẹ́ ní àyà bíi ti Koiki báyìí tó yẹ pé ọkàn yín ti kí gẹ̀ǹgẹ̀gẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ ọkàn wa kí bíi ti Jésù Kristi àti ti Muhammadu sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ẹ lọ wo movie orúkọ ẹ̀ ló ń pè ní Sísù ẹ ṣáà type ẹ̀ sórí Netflix yín àbí Amazon ẹ wá mọ̀ pé nǹkan ń bẹ ìyàn máa ṣe training ní gbogbo ìgbà ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ní ìyàn kan dẹ̀ confam ẹ̀ náà bàbá amúyìn wọ́n ní yes you are right Mr. Koiki it is not Fulani but we can't say it is politics inside normally nìyẹn politics ilẹ̀ Yorùbá politics òfò tó ń ṣe yẹn náà ni but kò sọ́wọ́ Fúlàní nínú ìjà tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yẹn so mo tún fẹ́ mẹ́nu lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn máa ti move on so fẹ́yìn èèyàn wa èèyàn tẹ wà ń lé ó dùn mí gan pé mo ò lè show yín ni because kò wà tó wà lórí Netflix kò ṣe máa show fún yín báyìí if not màá kọ́ gbé Netflix mi màá tán tó bá yẹ pé mo wà nílé àwọn ibìkan wà tá a ti máa lọ máa wo àwọn fíìmù báyìí màá kọ́ kó yín papọ̀ màá tán Netflix yín fún mi màá gbé sórí large screen irú àwọn fíìmù báyìí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ lọ máa wò kẹ́ lọ kọ́gbọ́n ọgbọ́n bẹ nínú gbogbo àwọn fíìmù tí bá ní kẹ́ lọ wò ọgbọ́n bẹ níbẹ̀ ìmọ̀ bẹ níbẹ̀ but like I said a lè show yín nǹkan tí bá show yín nísìn kó má lọ affect channels wa I'm sure pé gbogbo yín rẹ̀ fẹ́ kí channels wa kó lọ́lẹ̀ so ẹ lọ wò ẹni tó bá lè láǹfààní tó bá níyàn tẹ́ lè wò lọ́dọ̀ ẹ mọ̀ bẹ ṣe ń download àwọn fíìmù gbogbo yín lẹ ní brain àwọn ibìkan wà tẹ́ máa ti ń download àwọn fíìmù yẹn bí ṣe gbọ́ ẹ download eléyìí kẹ́ lọ kó wá wo pé kí ni wọn náà lè máa fi prepare mind ẹ nígbà tí a bá ti fẹ́ dé ibi night vigil wà wá rí i pé nǹkan bẹ so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn now let's first I'm gonna first play a video so àti fẹ́ mẹ́nu lọ sórí Commonwealth but for you to understand the meaning of Commonwealth mo fẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ bọ̀bọ̀ Alex Jones is one man that I've told you about many times ẹ jẹ́ n kọ́kọ́ fún yín ní Twitter page tọ́ba náà lè ní followers American ni iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe mo rò pé àwọn Americans lè dúpẹ́ fún tán bọ̀ èmi mọ̀ pé yìí ń dúpẹ́ fáwa Ọlọ́run adé bá ń dúpẹ́ fẹ́yìn náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń dúpẹ́ fún mi ẹlòmíì ò lówó tó máa fún mi ṣẹ̀rí nísìnyí kóun náà ní pé kó subscribe kó máa sanwó every month he has 4.4 million followers but is a blessing to the Americans because of the work he's doing just like I am a blessing to you as well because mo mọ̀ pé I appreciate iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe and we cannot take it for joke mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa Waris Jinadu ní Britico Commonwealth hijack aka British West Africa East Africa Company Virgin Commonwealth and on ọdún ẹni mo ti rí ibi tí reason tí mo ṣe fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Commonwealth George Foreman òun ti kú at the age of 76 kọ́lọ̀ fọ́ọ̀rùn kẹ́ We are not here forever. Má bẹ̀rù kú, àwa máa last, a máa dàgbà, a máa dògbò. Má bẹ̀rù pé hey, Koiki, and like I said, èmi náà ti dé tán. Àjọ máa wà náà ni, àjọ máa ṣeré àríyá ní night vigil ni. Kò sí kankan tá a fẹ́ bẹ̀rù. Ẹ̀yin kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ support wa, especially láti lè rìnrìn àjò yẹn. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa o. Mo wá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ṣe ń bá ọ̀rọ̀ lọ. Ọ̀dọ̀ Alex Jones ni mo ti rí reason tí mo ṣe fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Commonwealth. Ṣe rí nǹkan tó kọ sí bíbá nísìn. President Trump, this was even 6 hours ago, reportedly to accept the royal offer from King Charles for the US to join the British Commonwealth. Ẹ̀gbọ́n nǹkan tó kọ sí bíbá. Ó wá ní, I hope Trump was just joking when he posted the comment. Now it's going to create a lot of conversation and discussion among the Americans. So òun iṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ nísìnyí, his job now is to now educate the Americans on the reason why Trump should never join the Commonwealth. Even the Yoruba people that are part of Nigeria that are inside this fake Commonwealth needs to pull out of Nigeria so that we can then eventually have our own independent Yoruba country. We will still have cordial relationship with Britain, but not under any shit-o Commonwealth, because shit-o the Commonwealth. And I'll be explaining everything you need to know about Commonwealth tonight to you. Once again, as we continue to campaign for our Yoruba to leave Nigeria, we would also remind many Nigerians that there is nothing you can do. Let us divide the country and let everybody go to have their own independent country away from the fake union of what is called Commonwealth, because there's nothing common about it. It's fake. And I'm telling you this wholeheartedly. There is nothing Commonwealth. It is fake. So Alex Jones, like I said, is the man that I saw that eventually gave me the reason why we are discussing about Commonwealth tonight. As you can see right there, posted 6 hours ago, Trump will share any. So he will continue now to educate the Americans on the reason why America should never be part of this shit-o Commonwealth as it is known. We will get there. So 15 hours ago, I picked up this video on his timeline. 15 hours ago, 1.4 million people to watch video. Waris did not say first American colonies were British Commonwealth until Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Kentucky. Ẹ̀tàn ló wà nínú Commonwealth. There's nothing Commonwealth about it. It's just another way to deceive many innocent indigenous people that we should remain under this Commonwealth. Nothing common. Let us have our own independent country. We are better off. We can have good relationship with Britain. I'm not saying that we should not have cordial relationship with Britain, but not under a fraudulent Commonwealth, because there's nothing common about it. So the video that we are going to watch, like I said, was posted at about 3:16 a.m., I believe, US time. And this video has now been watched by more than 1.4 million people. So what do you think has happened? Many people thought they have money for tele. They've learned about it now. They know about it now. And now they can also start saying, no, Trump. No. Which is the reason why I am also going to continue to explain to our Yoruba people and many Nigerians why being part of Commonwealth means nothing more than a fraud. And I'll be explaining all that. Okay, well, staff me. We continue to need your support. Most of my staff, they're coming out as I am coming out as well, we need funding to run this organization. It's very, very important. I pray that many of you will have enough to support it as well. So, once again, my name is OLAYOMI KOIKI on the Koikimedia network from London. The 23rd of March is a Sunday. Awema Tony, I think sometime next week. Mukeyi Christian Tengbawe. And sọ̀rọ̀ nípa while the Yoruba people needs now to leave Nigeria because of being part of this fake Commonwealth. So, I'm sorry nípa Alex Jones. Alex Jones says 15 hours ago, if the United States joining the UK Commonwealth is not a big deal, then why did it not happen before? Question mark. Ó wá sọ nǹkan kan tí mo fẹ́ ká take note of. I have talked about this many times, but it seems that many of us don't understand what the globalist is all about. Who are the globalists? UK is one of the globalists. The United Kingdom is run by globalists who hate the very existence of America. The answer is in his book. Kódà mo ti lọ wo ìwé yẹn bóyá màá rí kankan tí màá fi lè wá bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ìwé yẹn, but I realize that the book is not going to be free. I have to purchase it. That is the book, Alex Jones, 1984 to 1776. Tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ rántí, oh my God, wife mi ló gbé kinní kúrò ní bíbá yìí nísìn. Ìgbà tí mo ti travel, ti move àwọn kankan kúrò lára bíbá yìí. Ṣé rántí pé mo ní frame kan tí màá fi ń wọ̀nyí ní bíbá? Frame how America got their independence. So what this guy must have explained in the book, according to the book, is that Alex Jones sought out through the conglomerate of government deception, exploring propaganda, the evolution of the police state, the New World Order, and the true meaning of 9/11 in his explosive first book. While millions have listened to his radio show and watched his documentary films, this is Alex Jones' first foray into print, which is sure to gain him many new converts and blow the lid off everything the public aren't supposed to know, just like I am doing right now. One day, many of you want to read my book because you want to be fascinated about this man, this young man that is so bold. And I'm very bold. I can say that myself. I'm bold because you got to be very bold to do what I'm doing. If you're not bold, you cannot do it. Oh, Tobe. You got to be very strong in mind and spirit because you cannot do what we are doing if you are not a bold person. To come and sit down and talk and to be able to bold to go back home in 2021, to go back again in 2025, and be consistent for the last 5 years, many people would like to read a book from somebody like me, and I'm sure you know what I mean by that. So what I'm trying to explain to us is that Alex Jones, that we are going to extract what he has said. I will play the whole 5 minutes 38 seconds to start with. Then you will then be able to understand the reason why I am saying what I'm saying every day, that the globalist, that the UK, according to him, I have said it this many times, but he is also saying the same thing, that the United Kingdom is run by globalists who hate. How do you expect UK to love Nigeria or the Nigerian people, knowing fully well that we are not one, yet they went ahead and put us together in this jungle called Nigeria? So you can see why the argument that we are saying that, how then do you want to now say that you are part of the Commonwealth? The purpose of the Commonwealth is nothing more than what favors Britain against the indigenous people. So now we're going to watch the video in just about a few minutes, but I want us to remember that until we all come together and start asking the question, what is common about Commonwealth? Come on. What is the purpose of being a Commonwealth citizen? What is the advantage? How does that help you? How does that bring food to your table? All these are questions that we need answer. And the answer is available. But the problem is, many people still waiting that Commonwealth is in the interest of the Yoruba people, the Biafra people, or those that are still not understanding that we need now to have our own independent country. Mabinu, we'll start Instagram here quickly because it's only 1 hour we normally have on it, and that means I need to start it again so that they're not going to be missing anything. Okay, you wanted to our program. Thank you so much, everyone. Please share the program and invite some of those that are not in the broadcast to do so. So again, looking at your screen right now, all these are countries. Global countries to Britain to colonize. And if you look at America there, America I think is from America Gbadawonsile is 1776. In America, right? Gbadawonsile. The question is, how soon do we Yoruba people want to leave Nigeria so that we can also Gbadawonsile? Because Ijo Tabati Kuro nínú Nigeria officially, we are no longer going to be part of this Commonwealth anymore. But Tabashi wa nínú Nigeria, Yoruba people under our fraudulent politicians will keep us inside this Commonwealth. So this is the reason why we got to push everything possibly best within our rights, within the right of the United Nations, the right of the Yoruba people, because we cannot just be using the right of the United Nations. Our only right as Yoruba people to declare and leave Nigeria. I'm not talking about the fake declaration by this fake woman calling herself, 419 woman. I'm talking about a declaration that Baba Akintoye will make, and that either is accepted by the United Nations, by Britain, we would continue to run our own government. I'm sure you understand what I mean by that. But right now, before we have that declaration, before we make that declaration, Agbodo Shalaye, we got to explain to millions of Yoruba people that still do not understand their right from their left. They are still hoping that, yes, we are in Nigeria, but the Nigeria that we are in will still work. It's just that right now it is not working. But what they still don't understand is that it will never work. It will get worse and nothing will change. And Tinubu will not be forever. So that means that we cannot gauge it that until Tinubu back party government, kato react, kato shente ekashi, we will do whatever we want to do. Tó bá wọn Tinubu kó pa gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, ìtàn náà nígbàgbé òun is as simple as that. We cannot allow Tinubu because he's a Yoruba man. Dawani, I'm a fold answer. No. So now, let's watch the video together as I've prepared it for you. Awa padà lọ sí, what does Commonwealth means to you? I'm going to mute my mic. Like I said, there's still going to be some few background. Mo kí gbogbo Koikimedia team, mo kí gbogbo tẹ́tí wọlé, ẹ bá mi gbọ́ wọlé share button. Like I said, this is your international platform, and that's why it's called Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. And when we bring other news, mo máa ń rẹ̀ yín kankan tẹ́ máa ní ẹ kí lè lè ṣe pẹ̀lú Yorùbá Nation, kí ni problem ẹ pẹ̀lú yẹn? Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation nìkan ni mo máa sọ? So when there are news happening, but bí lockdown ṣe wà ní nísìnyí wọ̀ like èmi like bí lockdown ṣe wà, bí protest ń lọ ní Turkey, bí protest ń lọ ní Serbia. These are things that makes me happy because ìyẹn ni part of the reason why we say we are different. So kò ń ṣe pé ká kàn máa sọ local news, ká máa sọ news nìkan. No. Èmi ò ń ṣe local media, okay? International media ni wá. So ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ gbọ́ Alex Jones.
Trump came out yesterday in response to Keir Starmer announcing the news that the secret message that King Charles is going to bring next week to President Trump at the White House is an invite to be a member of the British Commonwealth, an associate member. And I posted a video saying this is just outrageous. Now, it doesn't mean Trump has done it, but the fact that Trump said he would be open to it is outrageous, ladies and gentlemen. Being an associate member isn't just ceremonial. I have covered these commonwealths, and the fact is that means you are affiliated with the British Empire and that the sovereign head of that is the King of England. On top of that, the UK is the center of really the globalist system and has been running attacks on America, on Trump, trying to keep the Ukraine war going. They're directing the whole thing. So it's disgusting. And then King Charles wants carbon taxes, world government. He's a huge WF globalist. So America is 1776. America was founded getting independence from King George III. And I can understand that Trump wants an alliance against China. We already have that supposedly with the UK because they have interest in their Commonwealth in New Zealand and in Australia and to some extent Taiwan. So Trump understands China's the main threat. My point is that I'm all for Canada being the 51st unofficial state economically. We have a $200 billion a year trade deficit. They depend on us. Free trade with them would be much better. They have 300% tariffs on a lot of our products like dairy, poultry, milk, eggs. I mean, it is just absolutely out of control. So major alliances are shifting. The EU is collapsing. They're now allied with China. The globalists were double-crossed by China 15 years ago. This is a long process of the globalist system falling. And the British Empire remnants on record in mainline PhD level political science textbooks will tell you that after World War II, we really officially merged a lot of our operations with the UK. And the UK is a tyranny. They're destroying their own sovereignty. My God, it's run by pedophiles.
As much as I wanted to listen to it, the way he's saying it, because the backbone something, I would let it roll again, but our analysis here. Omo Yoruba, if we fail to fight now, we will be doomed forever. If we fail to fight now, and when I mean fight now, we will fight with everything. Our condition, a fẹ́ lọ sílé. Àwọn kan wà nílé wọ́n ti ready. Ẹ̀yin kan máa náwó, ẹ̀yin kan máa jáde tó bá ti pe rally ìlú abroad. Kò ṣe pé máa fold hands yín. Everybody will fight. Kò ṣe pé ìjà gídígbò la fẹ́ jà. No, ìjà pé a fẹ́ fi this British Commonwealth nonsense a fẹ́ fi sílẹ̀ by fire by force. Nínú ọdún ìdẹ́nu gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n mute ara mi, kí n jẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ dáadáa, kí n wá padà wá ṣe analysis lé lórí. Ẹ má bínú pé mo interrupted.
Keir Starmer is the top pedophile protector when he ran the CPS 15 years. Look it up. Everybody knows about this now. So it is normal to be outraged by this and to be concerned. You know, I get a little creeped out when we hear about this new trade deal with Mexico and Canada because that could be rolled into what we thought of as the North American Union. Even if it's, quote, run by the United States, still, we merged with Mexico and Canada. That's like merging with 4 or 5 Californias, all the leftists. So I understand Trump wants America to expand. Greenland makes sense. Panama Canal we built. It's ours. He's making all the right moves on 95% of things. But I'm not going to sit here on things like, oh, honorary member, oh, it's no big deal. Canadians think it's honorary. It's not. They just dissolved Parliament under the orders of the King a month ago, 2 months ago, so that Trudeau could stay in a while. Research the contracts, research the governor generals, research all of this. That's why it's the exact same policies in all the Commonwealth countries, from the Virgin Islands to Australia to Canada to New Zealand. There's 56, 57 of them, 58 if we join, and it's a bunch of bull. I've interviewed all the top experts. I'm an expert on this. For 800 years, I've trained Jedi. My own counsel I'll keep. For some of the people down there saying, calm down, settle down. You got some people that jump on Trump about everything and make up stuff and nitpick. They're on one end. You got the left way out there, you know, they hate everything. And then you've got some people that just say, whatever Trump does, we should do it. Oh, like deport everybody from Gaza and turn it into condominiums? That's wrong. I disagree with that. So I don't want any foreign countries or groups influencing us, involved in our government, just like Israel. The UK is one of the big ones. The EU, the Communist Chinese. I want sovereignty for America, and that's what Trump's all about. So I love Trump. I support Trump. But this crap's a big deal, and they're trial ballooning this stuff. And I'm pretty sure Trump's just being friendly and being nice. And I'm just being very clear that we're having a cultural 1776 worldwide right now. And people don't want to be under the old empires of the EU and the UN. And it was all created right after World War II. The UN, the OECD, all these organizations, NATO. And I like Trump basically getting us out of the World Trade Organization a month ago with reciprocal trade tariff and all that. He's doing all the right moves. So I'm sure this is going to end up being some, maneuver he's got doing this, because the UK knows they're done. The UK knows that their empire was totally tied to us, their whole globalist system. So they're trying to run over to us and have some alliance. We've already had that alliance and they've screwed us over. Not the people of the UK, but the criminals that have hijacked it. We need to liberate the UK. We need to liberate Canada culturally. We need to liberate Germany and the EU like Elon and I have been talking about. Not merge with it. Now, if they reformed everything and all the rest of it and made themselves 1776, that'd be different. They need, how about they pledge to hoist the flag of 1776 and get rid of the monarchy. How about that? How about that? How about under soft power, Trump's making all the right moves, they come under our system. Oh, if it's just ceremonial. 1776 all the way, never surrender. Follow me on Exit Real Ox shows. We're covering this tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central with a Sunday transmission. Infowars.com.
I know a lot of us might not understand what is playing out as we are saying. We are telling Yoruba people that this is the best time in the history of Yoruba people to endorse and support the exit of the Yoruba people from this contraction that Britain put together called Commonwealth. But the argument of some of our elite, that they always think that they are smart. They are more well-read, more educated, to follow the principle of this crazy Commonwealth. You can hear Alex Jones as he's a full Trump supporter, but he's saying, no, Trump, we love you, but we can't love you on everything, especially allowing us to go back inside this shithole Commonwealth. But many Nigerians now don't know that they are part of Commonwealth. Many Yoruba people that we are telling that the reason why because Mama Oro they be pay kò ṣe pé mo sọ̀rọ̀ sí yín, but ayé yín ti bàjẹ́ pátápátá nítorí àwọn Commonwealth olórí burúkú yìí. Ayé yín ti bá dẹ̀ ní ayé yín àtèmi náà, because I live here and we are still enduring shit hole in this country. A kò dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run. So in tó bá mímí máa endure nínú UK, ìwọ tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tí mo sọ fún pé olórí burúkú làwọn olóṣèlú tó ń sọ pé kí n shut up, inú Commonwealth tó wà yẹn àdánwò olórí burúkú bá mi ká gbọ́dọ̀ gbára wa sílẹ̀. Tó bá fẹ́ dogun kẹjẹ kó dogun sẹ́, tó bá dogun a máa lọ yanjú ẹ̀. Ukraine àti ọ̀rọ̀ Russia ti fẹ́ níyanjú báyìí after 2 years tó ti jà. Ẹ yé máa bẹ̀rù ogun ẹ yé máa bẹ̀rù ẹ̀. Ogun kan ló ń jà nísìn tá à ń rí lójú ara wa báyìí, tá à ń bẹ̀ wọ́n pé tá à ń pẹ́ tù sí. But when we are running away from the truth, à ń dúró káwọn olórí burúkú Tinubu, àwọn olórí burúkú àwọn governors yìí, àwọn olórí burúkú àwọn gbogbo àwọn politicians yìí tí wọ́n ní ṣoríire, à ń dúró káwọn yẹn wá sọ fún wa pé ká wà ní Commonwealth tó fò kan. Ẹ jẹ́ ká end Nàìjíríà ní ọdún yìí. That is the solution. That is the only way out. Ẹ ń dúró kí bàbá Adébóyè tó yẹ pé ẹnu ò lè sọ títọ́ bó ṣe wà yẹn. Mo ti pe bàbá yẹn títí mo ní kó lọ lórí puppet kó lọ sọ ìdí reason tá a ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ wà ní Nàìjíríà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá. Kò lè sọ because bàbá Adébóyè is part of the Commonwealth system. Gbogbo wọn ló ti establish ilé iṣẹ́ síbí báyìí tó san tax tó léye tí wọ́n ń gbà lọ́wọ́ ọmọye Redeemed Church tó wà nínú UK ni. Ọmọye Redeemed Church tó wà ní UK. Ó wá expect bàbá yẹn kó jáde kó sọ fún yín pé kí Yorùbá máa lọ. Ó ń bọ̀. Àwọn olórí burúkú àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn Mùsùlùmí olórí burúkú tó ń ṣe ti Yorùbá gangan. Àwọn yẹn tún kó extremist bò láti Saudi Arabia òfò. Ní ṣoríire gbogbo yín. Tó bá máa dìjà kó dìjà, tí gbogbo ẹ máa fọ́ lójú kó fọ́ lójú. Ẹni máa kú ni kó kó ẹni tó bá máa kú dá máa gbádùn ẹ lọ. Ní ṣoríire. Ní 2025 yìí, a máa bára wa mú kan lẹ́ni. Ní kúre. Ẹ jẹ́ n padà sílé. You've listened to this man. Màá tún play lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí torí pé etí ẹ tó di yẹn, a máa kàn ṣó mọ́. One bastard. À ń sọ fún yín pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ò gbọdọ̀ sí láàrin Commonwealth tó fò. Ogbó ọmọ Amẹ́ríkà tó jẹun tó yó kánú. Ó sọ pé no, we love you Donald Trump, we love you too much. But má kó rátìrátì òfò kan lọ kó wá fáàrin Commonwealth kankan. This is not the time for that. Mo ké Aziz ní Yorùbá will come first before Commonwealth. I am a Commonwealth citizen. What is the kí láǹfààní Commonwealth? A ṣì máa dé bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún padà lọ gbọ́ fídíò bọ̀bọ́ ilé ẹ̀kan sí. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa. Ẹ bá mi gbọ́ wọlé share button, ẹ pa àwọn èèyàn wọlé. Ẹ lọ sínú group yín ní church kìíní, ẹ lọ jù sínú bẹ̀. tó bá exit yìí kẹ́ fi bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ̀ olórí burúkú ni wọ́n nínú group yẹn torí àwọn ọ̀fẹ́ òtítọ́ wọ́n gbọ́ Yorùbá wòye èèyàn kan àwa kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ jayé ká tó lọ sọ́run bàbá tèmi jayé kú ni ó dẹ̀ wà níbi tó dáa báyìí nísìn ó jayé tó fi kú ni èmi gan tí ìrírò ayé tí bàbá mi jẹ mo tí ì rí jẹ half of ayé tí dádì mi jẹ èmi ò tí ì jẹ half of ayé tí bàbá mi tó jẹ èmi ò tí ì ráyè jẹ àwọn olórí burúkú kan wọ́n wá ń ṣòfò wọ́n ń ṣe pàtí ní ṣoríire gbogbo yín lockdown intro ń bọ̀ lockdown intro ó ń bọ̀. Now, let's focus on the conversation. I don't want to get carried away. We are talking about the Commonwealth here now. What is Commonwealth? Americans is already being awoken. Because when people are sleeping, somebody must awake them. As we were all sleeping, Igboho woke us up from the problem. 3 years now, we can all see the end result. Igboho tó wà nùdù lásán concept, ó ń dẹ́rù bà gbogbo Fúlàní tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ó ti wà ní Kútọ̀nù nísìnyí wọ́n á mọ̀ pé kó tẹ̀ tó dé wá ti pa yín ṣégè ẹ̀rí bá Gani Adams nísìnyí kò níbi kankan tó lọ. Ẹ imagine tó bá jẹ́ pé Ìgbòho wà ní sókà tó bá kọ̀ gbọ́ pé Sàírì lẹ̀ jáde nínú ilé ẹ̀ wọ́n mọ̀ bí ọ̀dọ̀ wọn ló ń bọ̀ wọ́n wọ̀gbẹ́ lọ nìyẹn wọ́n bẹ̀rù kò sẹ́ni kankan náà àwọn Fúlàní tó bẹ̀rù ìbá Gani Adams. Adẹ̀pọ̀n lé la ṣe fún ní ìbáni torí èmi expect Aláàfin ti sin kan kó yọ dànù torí kò ní àǹfààní kankan tó ń ṣe fọ́mọ Yorùbá. Let's come back to Alex Jones. Ó láwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tá Alex Jones yìí sọ. So what I'm gonna do now is tó bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ tí bá ti débi pointer tí mo fẹ́ lò ń bẹ́ẹ̀ máa pọ́sẹ̀ màá wá expatiate màá ṣàlàyé fún ìwọ tétí ẹ̀ ti di ọmọ àlè olórí burúkú ọmọ òfò torí pé tó bá ń ṣọmọ òfò ni à ń sọ fún ẹ pé Nàìjíríà wà nínú Commonwealth tá wà nínú ẹ̀yẹn òfò àtàdánù ni ṣoṣù díẹ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ òfò àtàdánù ni Commonwealth tá wà nínú ẹ̀ and we gotta pull out. A máa gbà by force ni kò ń ṣe pé a máa gbà pẹ̀lú sùúrù kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ sùúrù a máa gbà by force ni torí pé force lọ fi fún àwa náà ní amalgamation àwa náà máa gbà by force ni ní tí force bá dẹ̀ mí ìfún ẹ náà ló mú ìfún ẹ ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ Alex Jones tí bá ti débi tí mo fẹ́ lò máa mute ẹ̀ sódà kí n má bàa gbàgbé ẹgbọ́n sókè Alex Jones.
Trump came out yesterday in response to Keir Starmer announcing the news that the secret message that
ta ló ń pè ní Keir Starmer ẹlòmíì ò mọ̀ Keir Starmer òun ni ó jẹ́ prime minister tiwa ní bíbá ṣe rántí pé ó sì lọ bá Trump láìpẹ́ mo fẹ́ gbé picture àwọn méjèèjì wá ní o so mo fi sáré lọ mú picture àwọn méjèèjì together Keir Starmer ó sì wà ní ó gbé lẹ́tà lọ bá Trump ó ní wọ́n fẹ́ fún ní state visit wọ́n fẹ́ fi fa Trump mọ́ra it has never been done before kí wọ́n fún èèyàn ní state visit lẹ́ẹ̀mejì so what I want to do now is wọ́n fẹ́ fi yẹn gbé gógó Trump mọ́ra so Alex Jones wọ́n sọ pé Trump sọ pé Keir Starmer ó sọ fún un pé King Charles bí a Charles fẹ́ lọ síbẹ̀ ni o I don't know but I know that Trump will be coming to the UK nígbà wo ló ń bọ̀ I don't know but picture tẹ́ ń wò nísìn tó máa wá nísìn Trump more. Keir Starmer is the one on the left, is the UK Prime Minister. So Alex Jones is now telling us something.
King Charles is going to bring next week to President Trump at the White House is an invite to be a member of the British Commonwealth.
Only King Charles is coming to America and is bringing opportunity for America that they should join back and become a Commonwealth organization. This is where we need to understand that if an American is flaring like this, gain 1.4 million. Àwọn tọ̀dọ̀ ti wá níbí báyìí mà tí mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ kó àtòbò ní bá mi pín rọ̀rọ̀ báyìí Fúlàní máa pa ṣégè sí lára ká tó débi tá à ń lọ. Because this is the kind of program that you need to share to your church, to your mosque, and all your traditionalists, and all your school friends, that what is the benefit of Yoruba people in that shit Commonwealth? Now, King Charles, from what we are hearing, might be traveling to the US. And when he goes there, he wants to present to Trump that they should come back and become member of the Commonwealth. Right now, àwọn mélòó ni member Commonwealth? How many are the members of this Commonwealth? Common. These are all the countries that Britain colonized. America ti gbara wọn sílẹ̀ ní 1776. Wọ́n tún fẹ́ gbé wọn ní gógó. Wọ́n fẹ́ gbé wọn ní mugun. Pé kó padà wá. And this is where this man is now saying, no, we can't come back. So what I'm going to do now is, I want to take us to the back, to my back end, because I have some things lined up already for us. So let me quickly bring that in, because today's program is focused on the Commonwealth. So I've managed to open few things that we will learn from. So I want to bring that in quickly. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. If you've never come across my program, this is your first time, please share it and invite others to do so. So what we're going to do right now, while we still have Alex Jones there, I want to remove him and bring this in. So that is a picture right there of the Prime Minister and the American President, Donald Trump. But now, for you to understand all this Commonwealth, there are a lot of things that we can review on, and I've prepare them for us. So I think we should start with this. This one will give us a kind of discussion. It's about 26 minutes. This video was 6 years ago. The topic is the Commonwealth still relevant? Kini relevance of Commonwealth is the question. And as I want you to look into this, why should we, as Yoruba people, in this DNA, be part of this shithole Commonwealth under Nigeria? When we pull out of Nigeria, we will renegotiate our stake with Britain, whether not as a Commonwealth citizen anymore, but as a country of our own, where we can have cordial relationship. Don't expect Dele Momodu to tell you all this. Don't expect any of your criminal, politicians to tell you all this. Don't expect them, because none of them are interested in your life. Our life, and this our life is very, very important. And right there, you can see Igboho as we were delivering our letter. Whether Britain accept that letter or not, we will pull out of the structure of the Commonwealth. So picture 10 background is Igboho as we were going into number 10 Downing Street last year. And now let's go and listen to this particular video, and then we will come back, continue to review one step at a time. Alex Jones is still there. I'm going to just bring Alex Jones back in, but I'm going to,
Trump came out yesterday in response to...
Hold on, Alex Jones. I'm listening, and there's an audio recording that is going on right now. It's coming up to 19:07. That's exactly 7 minutes past 7 p.m. Please share the program, and when you come across my audio, please also share it out as well. Now, let's go and listen to what is the relevant, what is the relevant of this shit or Commonwealth. Let's listen to that, and I'll come back.
Really know what the Commonwealth is. Even some of the people apparently living in member nations don't know what it does.
Even some of the people that are part of Commonwealth, Commonwealth, but the criminal politicians are using it to continue to hold us down into Nigeria. Shall reason that she got pull out by whatever means? Because if we are not going to do that, how do Commonwealth? Some of them, not Google, some of them knows, but the majority might not know, because what they understand really what Commonwealth is all about. They just want to live their life. They want to have a peace life. They want to move forward. They want to marry. But our understanding it, our job is to make sure that we deliver and we get the message to our people in whatever forms or shape. Commonwealth is nothing more than entrapment of the Yoruba people in a British amalgamation. Amalgamation ain't a tick, but Commonwealth is always like a refresher. Hey, we are part of the Commonwealth. We need now to end being part of this Commonwealth so that we can have a better life. I'm a part of Alex Jones, but mo fẹ́ gbé lọ sí the round table discussion how they were talking about Commonwealth. Koikimedia bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Or why? Where is the relevance of the Commonwealth in the 21st century? Does it just provide a helping hand for developing nations, or could it become a more powerful player on the world stage? You're watching Roundtable with me, David Foster. Heads of Commonwealth nations met here in London. Most of the 53 countries had been former British colonies. Times have changed. Has the Commonwealth changed with it?
53 countries mainly united by former British rule, established in the late 19th century. The Commonwealth nations make up almost a third of the global population. But with many citizens unaware of what the Commonwealth actually does, how much importance does it have today? Do all
many citizens in Nigeria does not even know what Commonwealth is all about. Yet, our president is coming to represent us. How does that make sense? Sheri Buhari ni anyway. Can you see him as part of the Commonwealth world leaders? I think that is Theresa May. But Theresa May, we're having problem with my Facebook. I'm not sure why it's not coming back on. So I don't know whether we are still live on it or not. But I hope we're still live on all the other platforms. For a few seconds, and you know what? Once again, this is Koikimedia bringing the world closer to your doorsteps as we continue to, give us all the updates regarding Yoruba Nation and while we are still live on the broadcast. So I don't know whether we are still live because Okon Road is by so I'm not sure what's going on. All right, I think it's back on. Must be. So let's continue quickly. So what we are trying to explain to our people is that Buhari wa represents wa as a Commonwealth citizen, but òun nìkan ló gbádùn ẹ̀. Ẹni tó wà ní abúlé mi ní Ìjẹ̀bú Igbó kò gbádùn ẹ̀. Ẹni tó wà ní community yìí kò mọ tó ń pè ní Commonwealth. Then why are we being forced? Because we are part of the numbers. We are part of the statistics. And it is now our own responsibility to pull out of that Commonwealth so that I live as a real citizen. Because being a citizen of Commonwealth means nothing than fraud to you and to me. Let's go back and listen more to the Commonwealth. Koikimedia bringing the work closer to your doorstep at exactly 12 minutes past 1900 hours.
All 53 nations benefit from being part of the Commonwealth. If it dissolved, would anyone notice? Probably best known to the rest of the world for the Commonwealth Games, the nations are a mixture of former British colonies and current dependencies.
Again, that is Buhari there with the former late Queen Elizabeth. Sheri Buhari níbẹ̀, the same Buhari tó pa 28,000 Yoruba people, the same Buhari that brought in Fulani. Ṣé agenda Britain ni pé to keep us in this Commonwealth and keep us in the poverty level, make ayé wa kó má ní ìlọsíwájú, and then continue to deceive us, and then take some of our best brain, wá fáwọn yẹn ní few scholarship. All this is something where we need to say we are tired of being part of the Commonwealth, but kò lè sọ pé we're tired. Ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ ní alternative, and the alternative is having our own independent Yoruba country. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. Please share the program and let us continue to listen to what is the relevance of being a Commonwealth citizen.
Put simply, we are one of the world's great convening powers, a global association of volunteers who believe in the tangible benefits that flow from exchanging ideas and experiences and respecting each other's point of view.
Ọ̀rẹ́ àpò ìpín ìnàmọ́ tó ń sọ. Torí tó bá mọ tó ń sọ ni, ṣé àwọn Fúlàní respect view tiwa ló ń kó màálù wọnú ilé tó fi ń jẹko? Ṣé wọ́n respect view wa ló gbé gbogbo ayé ọmọ Nàìjíríà wọ́n gbélé Dangote lọ́wọ́? Wọ́n gbélé àwọn Fúlàní lọ́wọ́? Àbẹ̀rù pé bí Tinubu ṣe wà níbẹ̀, wọ́n rí ti Tinubu rò. All these are agenda by the globalist tí Alex Jones ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. But these are globalists. And when you talk about globalists, according to Alex Jones on his tweet, United Kingdom is run by globalists who hate the very existence of America. Which America nìkan ló hate. Wọ́n hate ọmọ Yorùbá débi pé tó bá ní alternative nǹkan tó lè ṣe fún àwa Yorùbá ni wọ́n bá máa ṣe fún wa. If Britain has another alternative, wọ́n bá máa ṣe fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, wọ́n ṣe fún bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀. Wọ́n make sure pé wọ́n deal pẹ̀lú bàbá yẹn débi pé wọ́n deal pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn Fúlàní, wọ́n deal pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ lára wọn. Wọ́n rí i pé power bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ ti ju tiwọn lọ. They are doing the same thing now with Baba Akintoye. Bí ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. They are playing a lot of game behind the scene láti dá ìrìnàjò Yorùbá nation rú. Wọ́n rí i pé bàbá Akintoye nìkan ló ń follow ìlànà bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀. Tẹ́ bá ń dúró de àwọn gómìnà yín, olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè ni wọ́n. Àwọn ti yàbàrà kúrò lọ́dọ̀ bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀. But wọ́n rí i pé bàbá Akintoye ó dúró. Wọ́n ti lọ wo review ẹ̀, wọ́n ti study ẹ̀, wọ́n ti rí i pé eléyìí tún yàtọ̀. A rò pé a ti pa Awólọ́wọ̀ ni. Ibo lélẹ̀ tuntun tún jáde. Bàbá 90 years old. Ìdí tí a ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ fún bàbá Akintoye ní gbogbo tó bá gbà pé inú ọdún tá a wà yìí o àṣeyọrí gbọ́dọ̀ jáde nínú ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé coward làwa náà. Mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kì í ṣe coward like I always say, but mo máa ń fẹ́ lo language yẹn kó lè wake spirit wa up because àwọn Britain ti study bàbá Akintoye. Wọ́n study bàbá Akintoye ni wọ́n study ẹ̀. Tó o bá tẹ̀ bọ́ bàbá Akintoye tẹ́lẹ̀, Ìgbòho gbé lẹ́tà débẹ̀. Ìgbòho mọ òòṣà, ìṣà Olódùmarè. Ó gbé lẹ́tà lọ́dọ̀ bàbá King Charles. Ẹ rò pé Prime Minister la gbé lẹ́tà lọ fún. King Charles la gbé lẹ́tà lọ fún. King Charles ni a ní kọ́ hand letter fún because King Charles ni ó jẹ́ ẹni tó darí United Kingdom. Prime Minister tẹ́ ẹ̀ rí nísàlẹ̀ yẹn bọ̀ìbọ̀ì lòun. And you can see why it is important that Yorùbá nation wọ́n gbà síbí gbà sọ̀hún. Wọ́n gbà síbí wọ́n gbà sọ̀hún. Wọ́n rí pé àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yà àwọn product bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ ibo làwọn ilé ti jáde. Ṣèbí Koiki bí àríwá ló ń gbé báwo ló ṣe tí wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Wọ́n ti rí pé product Awólọ́wọ̀ làwa. Àwọn tó tẹ́lẹ̀ mo ní dárúkọ gbogbo wọn tán ṣòfò àtàdánù tán náà àwọn ṣe Association of Nigeria ní UK. Àwọn ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ nítorí pé wọ́n sì fẹ́ jẹ lára white collar job àwọn Britain. I don't know what is going on here. I don't know whether our Facebook has shut down, but it seems so. So for me a few seconds to review it and see what is going on because our live is not coming onto the Facebook. So I need to quickly check whether we are still live or to disconnect. So we got to start it quickly. So in tí this is the reason why our generation ti sìn tẹ́ bá dúró de àwọn generation lórí burúkú tó ti fi tiwọn kó bá wa àwọn Ọbásanjọ́ ni o àwọn kinní kan ni o àwọn product Britain ni wọ́n ń ṣe product bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ wọn kì í ṣe product bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀. Facebook kan péré ló ṣe yàn pray Facebook tó kù ti shut down so again sorry started ẹ má bínú èèyàn wa àwọn kì í ṣe product bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ rárá. They are terrible people and they remain terrible. And this is the reason why. See, a ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe kí ni? A ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ sọ pé nígbà. Nígbà tí kìíní ẹ̀ roll lẹ́ǹkan ló ti shut down Facebook wa. So let me quickly see if I can start it back again. Problem tí yàn bá ń lo Wi-Fi ni tó bá yẹ pé cable là ń lò ní cable máa hold ẹ̀ but Wi-Fi báyìí ó máa disconnect ẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ YouTube nìkan ló máa hold because you need a bit of strength so I hope that we can start Do you want to discuss? No. The little start. Let's see what's going on live. Synchronize. No, not synchronize. Start on your own. Start. We're finding it difficult to start back the Facebook. Yeah, struggle láti start up padà. Yeah, my láti lọ phone láti fi ṣe yẹn ní ọkọ̀s. But I think I'll down in the road, what's going on this year? It might be there, you know. What's going on now? Oh boy. Let's see if we start by this. Alright, I think I'm just gonna start it with the phone because if not, don't come off it our drone. So I'm gonna start it with the mobile phone because pick the software on my why. Try to start it. Do you want to discard delay? No. Okay, yes. I think it's difficult to start it back after I don't know what's going on anyway. So let's just leave the Facebook because, like, remember, sometimes I need to refresh the page as well. Okay, well, as we are pushing towards our right to self-determination, it's a fight that we will finish. It's a fight that we must complete. Benny, Keke Okos, the globalist puppet, only politicians, they are all globalist puppets. So I want to ja. So Britain gan was shocked with they are worried, they are shocked. Kò yé wọn because àwọn tó yẹ kó jà àwọn ti jẹ́ puppet. So àwa jẹ́ new generation, they are getting worried and Britain is scared. Britain is scared of the Yoruba people. Not the Yoruba of before. Àwọn Yoruba ó politicians yìí, àwọn MK Abiola, gbogbo puppet ni gbogbo wọn àti MK Abiola ó lè náà MK Abiola, gbogbo àwọn generation bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. But our generation ti sìn wọ́n wonder pé báwo la ṣe fẹ́ dì pẹ̀lú àwọn eléyìí? Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ dì pẹ̀lú Ìgbòho? Báwo la ṣe máa dì pẹ̀lú Bàbá Akíntóyè? Báwo la ṣe lè convince wọn? All right, nothing is coming out of there, so I'm just going to start it with the phone. I think that's all because I can't profit that way. So I don't know what is going on. Mama uploaded so the Facebook later. So where is the video? Time play on this on the list. So you can start the live and the phone. Ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin wa níbí báyìí ṣáná lọ YouTube láti máa fi wò níbí báyìí kàṣí wọ́n ṣọwọ́ ẹ̀ nǹkan mọ́ láti kíní ẹ̀ tó ti roll lẹ́ǹkan ló ti affected so okay, you know, so let's leave it like that. All right, so you can start the coffee phone, coffee start the Facebook. Oh boy. So let's start here and see. Please. I'm doing Facebook. I should down for that to my so go live. All right, so that's good. All right, now let's go back to our video. Itan Balotelli Queen. Am I being for that interruption? So Bishen Solo Lori Kini the relevant. So our video we're looking at the video, and the video is giving us the background of what is the relevance of being part of this Commonwealth. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to my family, your family, and the millions of Yoruba people back home?
Headed by the Queen, with Prince Charles set to take over the reins in the near future.
Now, King Charles is the one in charge after, Queen Elizabeth died. So, ẹni tó gba oyè yẹn nísìn, tó jẹ́ ẹni tí gbogbo wa, ó dà pé ẹ understand, ẹni tó wà in control wa, tó ń darí gbogbo wa, òun ni King Charles. Because òun ni the head of the Commonwealth. And the head of the Commonwealth, gbogbo àwa tá wà lábẹ́ ká jẹ́ all these 53 countries. Gbogbo wa pátápátá, including you and me, gbogbo wa la wà lábẹ́ King Charles. But the only way we can become fully independent, ìyẹn ni Alex Jones ṣe sọ pé no. Trump má ṣe mistake. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún lọ gbọ́ Alex Jones yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ká tó padà sọ́dọ̀ fídíò tá à ń wò yẹn ká lè fi ní understanding ẹ̀. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mòye yín nísìn. Ṣé lè lókè ò ṣe lókè ní sétí? Mama. Hello. Ṣé lè fi kiri sétí tọ̀dọ̀ tẹ̀ wọ́n fi ó tà wá sí bíbá? Ó dẹ̀ máa fún mi ní copyright ni. So ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ in tí Alex Jones sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
Keir Starmer announcing the news that the secret message that King Charles is going to bring next week, President Trump.
Ṣẹ́gbọ́, the secret message that King Charles is going to bring to U.S. President Donald Trump. What is the secret message? Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́.
The White House is an invite to be a member of the British Commonwealth.
Pé kí Amẹ́ríkà wá di member of the Commonwealth. Nígbà tí Amẹ́ríkà ti gba independent wọn ní 1776, àwọn ti jára wọn sílẹ̀. Àwọn ti dá dúró as an independent country. But our Nigerians, tájọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá, àti wà independent because abẹ́ King Charles la wà, ìyẹ́ ẹ̀ ti kú, òun ni wọ́n gbé agbára lé lọ́wọ́ nísìn. Òun ni àwa ń jẹ́ là ń tẹríba fún. Àṣẹ tó bá pa, òun ni wọ́n ń gbọ́ ní Nàìjíríà. Àṣẹ tó bá pa, òun ni wọ́n ń gbọ́ ní gbogbo other 50 country plus tí wọ́n wà. But for us to be fully independent, òun ni pé ká endorse, ká support Yorùbá nation. Tó bá ṣe sọ pé ká lọ ṣe election, ká ṣe restructure, ó ṣì wà lábẹ́ Commonwealth ni. Tá bá pull out, we will have cordial good relationship with Britain, but not under the shit-hole Commonwealth, just like Alex Jones still wake up minds àwọn US citizens pé look, we can love Trump, but eléyìí tó fẹ́ gbé kò ṣe ìgbésẹ̀ tó dáa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ díẹ̀ sí nípa tí òun sọ ká tó máa tẹ̀síwájú. Mo kí gbogbo ọlẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
Associate member, and I posted a video saying this is just outrageous. Now, it doesn't mean Trump has done it, but the fact that Trump said he would be open to it is outrageous.
Ó ní Trump ò tẹ̀ tí ì ṣe, but the fact that ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí is not something that they should sit back and do nothing. That is the reason why ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe campaign lé lórí. Just like bí Bàbá Akíntóyè ṣe ń wọ́n gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, the elite, the politician, bàbá yẹn sọ fún gbogbo àwọn olóṣèlú pé look, kò sí ọ̀nà àbáyọ pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà, ẹ jẹ́ á fi Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀. Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n dá bàbá yẹn lóhùn? Àwọn olóṣèlú wọn ò ní dá bàbá yẹn lóhùn because àwọn ti kúrò lábẹ́ in tí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ ní kí gbogbo wọn lọ ṣe. Bàbá Akíntóyè sọ evidence wà, bàbá yẹn wọ́n gbogbo àwọn governors pé look, ọ̀rọ̀ afẹ́ fix Nàìjíríà, àfihàn gbogbo yẹn kọ́ la nídìí nísìn. A fẹ́ fix ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, a fẹ́ mú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kó ní àṣeyọrí, kó wà within the confinement of other countries around the world. Bàbá Akíntóyè ó máa pariwo, ó máa rojọ́, wọ́n dá bàbá yẹn lóhùn torí ẹni òfò àtàdánù ló gbogbo àwọn governors yẹn wọ́n ti kúrò lábẹ́ ìrìn àjò bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀. Ẹni tó dẹ̀ gbé ìrìn àjò bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ dání wọ́n ready láti gbọ́ tiẹ̀. Ìyẹn làwa náà ṣe máa wá takú nígbà tá a bá jáde fún night vigil pé nígbà fún gbogbo yín. Ẹ jẹ́ agbọ́n tí bàbá wa alànà sọ fún àwọn olórí burúkú gómìnà yín tó gbọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ gbọ́ díẹ̀ nípa ìtọ́sọ ní some few weeks.
Eastern people who had been migrating westwards to North Africa and to West Africa And because they were not indigenous to the land, the British regarded them as easy to handle and manipulate. Then their further qualification was that they had rejected Western education and they had no intention at all. They showed no intention at all to accept Western education. And so the British thought, wow, these people, for us to be able to exploit Nigeria after independence, these are the people we must hand power over to.
Britain are manipulating people, not their citizens, but their system of governance. The people that colonize us were very, very manipulative. Don't give power to the Yoruba people. Why? If the power is given to the Yoruba people, there will not be Fulani on our land. Imagine if Baba Olowo was in charge as at the time in 1960. Could he sing Otonje Fulani? Because Britain already sat down with Baba Olowo in 1957-58 when they were having the Lancaster Conference. I've talked about this many times. So they have already seen the brain power of Awolowo and the people that were working with Awolowo. Just like they are now seeing the people working with Baba Akintoye, they can see that these are the new brain power of the Yoruba people, not the Olori Buruku Obasanjo, the Tinubus, and the rest of the criminals, the Sarakis. Because all those ones are the puppet of the globalists. They want their children to live here. They want the Yoruba people in Ilorin to be doing Rankadede for Saraki, Olori Buruku, and Momali. You can see why Alex Jones is also warning Trump that look, nígbà fún ẹ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ eléyìí, but àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó yẹ kó endorse, tó yẹ kó support, tó yẹ kó fi will. Wọ́n náà fẹ́ ṣe Nàìjíríà, but wọ́n ti gbà pé Nàìjíríà is part of Britain puppet globalist Commonwealth, whatever tẹ́ bá fẹ́ pè. But one thing is that wọ́n níjọ́ kan nìyẹn máa kọ kinní kan, ìjọ́ kan yẹn ń bọ̀, ó ti súnmọ́ tán, àwa ní ká lọ máa múra sílẹ̀, gbogbo ògùn tẹ́ bá ní pátá nígbà tá a bá jáde fún náírà ìbejì ní kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ jáde, gbogbo ògùn tó bá ní pátá, má gbé bọ́dá ní o, bó tó bá ní ògùn gidi lọ́wọ́, ògùn tó confirm, gbé ògùn yẹn jáde. Tó bá bí bàbá ńlá ẹni sójà kan dá, àbọ̀lọ́pàá kan dá, kó ṣe mẹ́lẹ̀mẹ́lẹ̀, a wá sọ fún pọ́mọ Yorùbá ni wá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ẹ lọ dìrà dáadáa, torí olórí burúkú wọn ò ní gbà. Britain mọ̀ pé Yorùbá ti fẹ́ lọ, and they will do anything to destroy it. I can tell you that. They will do anything to destroy it. But a máa sọ fún Britain pé àwa ṣì lọ́mọ Yorùbá, nǹkan dẹ̀ ṣì ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ àwọn bàbá ńlá wa àtàwọn ìyá ńlá wa, nǹkan ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ wọn. Àwọn tó ń ṣàdúrà náà tó jẹ́ ti Christianity, nǹkan ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ yín. Kókó ṣì ń bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Enough is enough. Kí ló dé? A náà ṣe Nàìjíríà mọ́. Kí ẹ fẹ́ force wa nínú Commonwealth òfò tó ṣiṣẹ́, Commonwealth àdáwọ̀n, Commonwealth tó ní any impact to the lives of millions of Yoruba people. Táwọn ọmọ Igbo bá fẹ́ ṣe Commonwealth kan lọ ṣe, àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe anyway, yàtọ̀ sáwọn olórí burúkú tó ń tẹ̀lé Peter Obi. Let's listen more to Professor Akintoye. Mo ń bọ̀ àìtí ìdí.
So the British from 1951 to 1960 manipulated everything that could be manipulated.
Ayé ò ní ọpọlọ lórí. Ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tí bàbá sọ, Britain ni manipulate gbogbo ẹ̀, and they are still doing it today. Hey, we are Commonwealth. Just come with your president. We put them in nice hotel. Èyí tó bá fọmọ tó dáa, wá gbé ọmọ sí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Èyí tó bá mọ owó jí, wá ní kó jí owó yẹn wá sí bíbáyìí. Wọ́n wá manipulate our citizen. Àwa dẹ̀ ti wá jágbọ́n mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. Kò ń ṣàwọn lórí burúkú ọmọ Yorùbá tó gbé ní bíbáyìí tó náà wọ́n fẹ́ Yorùbá nation. Báwo ló ṣe máa náà fẹ́ Yorùbá nation? Ọmọ òfò nìyẹn, bàbá òfò nìyẹn, ìyá òfò nìyẹn, ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú bọ́n bastard. Ẹ̀yin olè, ẹ̀yin náà tún di puppet. Àbí ẹ̀yin náà tún fẹ́ di puppet. Àwa táwa náà nígbà a máa ẹgbẹ́ ìgbé tó kù sábẹ́ kù. Ìta máa ṣe fún yín, inú kùn wá ló wà. Eléyìí tá à ń fà yìí, ẹni tó bá fẹ́ kú kó kú, ẹni tó bá máa kú ló máa kú. Pé ní jẹ́ kí Yorùbá lọ yẹn, ẹni tó bá máa kú ni kó kú, ẹni tó bá máa kú ló máa kú. Ní ṣoríire gbogbo ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú yìí fún àdánwò tẹ̀ ń fi wá sí pẹ̀lú puppet Britain. àwọn ni the globalist ẹgbẹ́ èmi kúkú bá mo sọ Alex Jones ló tún sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ United Kingdom is run by globalists àwọn ló ń dictate kòkó fún wa àwọn ló ń dictate price petrol wa àwọn ló ń dictate price crude oil fún wa ṣé ayé wọn nìkan la wá ni àwa wà bíbá yìí náà àfẹn tó bá jalè torí tó ò bá jalè nílùú yìí tó jẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ ló ń ṣe ìwọ́gun a máa mọ̀ ní end of the month wàá mọ ibi tá rẹ̀ kù sí. So British Empire must be destroyed the last empire wọn ní Nàìjíríà a gbọ́dọ̀ destroy ẹ̀ ní tó bá máa gbà lá máa fún that is the right word a máa destroy ẹ̀ kò ní sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ Nàìjíríà mọ́ gbogbo Fúlàní yẹn a máa lé wọn padà lọ sí Fútàjì náà ẹni tó bá máa kú ni kó kú gbogbo ògùn tẹ bá ní pátá ẹ lọ máa prepare sílẹ̀ ẹ lọ máa tún sá kólúkálukú lọ máa múra sílẹ̀ èmi náà múra sílẹ̀ ọkùnrin lèmi náà èmi náà dúró ní ṣoríire ẹ jẹ́ ká continue ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́n tí bàbá wa ṣì ń sọ ìyẹn àlànà tiwa ṣé eléyìí wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní sí bàbá yìí sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ wá fẹ́ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lórí burúkú tí Tinubu fẹ́ sọ kí ni Tinubu fẹ́ sọ fún wa nípa Nàìjíríà tí bàbá yìí ò ti lè sọ fún wa Tinubu ló ṣe máa sọ fún ọmọ Yorùbá pé Nàìjíríà máa da kò ní dá fún Tinubu kò ní dá fún gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n ní ṣoríire bọ́mbàstà ní kúre ẹni máa kú ló máa kú ẹ lọ́ máa múra sílẹ̀ ní ṣoríire lockdown bọ̀ ní tro ó dé lọ́dọ̀ tiwa náà tán ṣé Tinubu ní onílàákàyè tó bàbá Akíntóyè pé wọ́n sọ fún pé ọ̀nà àbáyọ ò sí mọ́ nínú Nàìjíríà òfò tí Britain ti bá yé ẹ̀jẹ̀ ní ṣoríire gbogbo yín ẹ lọ́ múra sílẹ̀ lọ́dún yìí kò ní kọjá ọdún yìí ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá mú èmi síbí báyìí millions of Yorùbá people máa destroy nǹkan nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ní ṣoríire ó kù díẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́n tí bàbá sọ wọ́n manipulate ayé gbogbo wa wọ́n mú ayé gbogbo wa àti Ìgbò àti Yorùbá àti Haúsá we can be friends we can love each other we can marry each other wọ́n wá manipulate ayé gbogbo wa ẹ wo bí ayé gbogbo wa ṣe rí lórí Twitter a máa bára wa jà bí àtẹ́ pé ṣé àwọn Ìgbò kì í ṣẹ̀dá ènìyàn ni gbogbo ala ní tiwa lára bí Yorùbá ṣe ní tiẹ̀ lára náà ni Ìgbò ní tiwọn lára gbogbo wa la ní lára àwọn ń bára wa jà òfò torí pé manipulator ní Britain olórí burúkú ni wọ́n àwọn náà manipulate gbogbo ẹ̀ àwọn ló dá gbogbo yánpọnyánrin sílẹ̀ àwa náà dẹ̀ máa dá yánpọnyánrin sílẹ̀ rí wọn lọ́rùn ní ṣoríire gbogbo ẹni tó bá náà ní lọ bàbá ò ní ṣoríire ìyá ò ní ṣoríire níbikíbi tó bá wà èyí tó bá ti kúnnu wọn àkútúkù ẹ̀ lọ́rùn eléyìí tá à ń bá yín fà yìí mo ní generation eléyìí yàtọ̀ sáwọn olórí burúkú àwọn generation tó yẹ pé wọ́n wà lábẹ́ puppet tó wà lábẹ́ puppet ìyá yìí náà ti kú nísìn náà queen ti kú nísìn àtúwá àsìnyá títí àtúmọ̀ wá sin ọmọ tàbá tó wá sí King Charles tán àtúwá lọ sí Prince William ní ṣoríire gbogbo ìtẹ́ ní ká lọ máa sìn wọn àbí ṣèbí nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ ká ṣe náà nìyẹn àti sin Tinubu títí àtúwá lọ sí Ṣèyí Tinubu mo ní kàkà kí Ṣèyí Tinubu di Lagos State Governor akákókó pín gbogbo ẹ̀ kí gbogbo ẹ̀ destroy ní ṣoríire ni mo sọ kàkà kí ó di Lagos State Governor ní 2027 àyà destroy gbogbo ẹ̀ ni mo fi sọ ní ṣoríire àṣẹmẹyẹ bọ̀ lápò ni ìjà tẹ́ ń jà ní fún àti lúbọ yẹn àní ẹ má bára yín jà gbogbo agbára tẹ níyẹn ẹ lọ bá máa mú sílẹ̀ dáadáa nítorí pé night vigil bọ̀ ẹ lọ máa dira dáadáa ẹni máa kú ló máa kú ni Britain kó ikú wá bá wa ní 1914 wọ́n pa àwọn èèyàn títí fún slave trade èmi dé point of no return ní Benin ìwọ́n sọ fún mi pé ká má jà ò ní ṣoríire nígbà táwọn Britain dé wọ ọjà ṣé wọ́n kógun wá bá wa ẹni máa kú ni kó kú ní dá fún bàbá ẹ̀ ni mo sọ ẹ̀gbọ́n tí bàbá Akíntóyè ṣe ń sọ mọ́ tí fẹ́ gbọ́ ti King Charles àti yẹ ẹ̀jẹ̀ àgbọ́ bàbá tiwa bàbá 90 years old ẹ̀ wá ní káwa wá gbọ́ sẹ́nu àwọn olórí burúkú àwọn Fáyọ̀ṣe àwọn olè àwọn tẹ́ pé bọ́ ṣe máa dóbò bọ́ ṣe máe dán àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké tó máa ra lẹ́sà abroad ìyà ń jẹ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa labroad àwọn ọmọ tí yín tí ó bá jẹ́ pé olùtẹ̀yìn tẹ̀ pé labroad ni ẹ̀ máa kí ṣépè fẹ́ni tẹ̀ wà labroad àwọn ọmọ yín ò lè lọ private school àwọn olórí burúkú yẹn wá ń kó àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n wá sí private school labroad lamẹ́ríkà ní Canada a máa jó gbogbo ẹ̀dẹ́ lẹ́ẹ̀dẹ́ ní ṣoríire ní máa fúdi kókú bomb bastard ẹgbọ́n sókè bàbá mi dáadáa Akíntóyè mo sọ fún yín pé ní mídíà tó dáa mo sọ fún yín ẹ mọ̀ pípa tí mo tún wá sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo tún wá ṣe refresher ni mo rí yín tán èmi náà ti dé tán kù díẹ̀ ẹni tó bá náà ní dé là ní bá ẹni tó bá ní mo ò ní dé mo ò ní dé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ bí ṣe ń lo ti babaláwo mo lo ti Jésù mo lo tàfà à máa pẹran ní tó bá ti ń ké Kùránì tán màá máa bọ Ògún ni ẹ bá rán ògùn sí mi màá rán padà sí yín mo ní ọ̀rọ̀ táwọn fàyà máa fà tó délẹ̀ ni bomb bastard èyàn olórí burúkú èyàn lòṣì ọmọ Yorùbá ń takọ ọmọ Yorùbá pé ìran Yorùbá fẹ́ lọ ká lè wà nínú Commonwealth a ti sin màmá Elizabeth àwọn forefathers wọn ló kó wa sẹ́rú a sin Elizabeth yẹn títí tó fi kú ni àtúntò ń sin King Charles lọ báyìí King Charles náà bá tún kú àtúntò lọ sí Prince William ní ṣoríire gbogbo yín pátápátá Ẹgbọ́n sókè bàbá Akíntóyè.
The sizes of the regions, the borders of the regions, the constitution, the election, ultimately, the election of 1959, the pre-independence election, was very meticulously read.
Ẹgbọ́n òyìnbó dáadáa, ẹgbọ́n òyìnbó ńláńláńlá tí bàbá wa ń sọ. Àwọn òyìnbó tó ń ṣe òyìnbó òfò, àwọn òyìnbó gidi was meticulated read. Ọmọ tó ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n make sure pé wọ́n rig election yẹn. Wọ́n jẹ́ kí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ wọlé. Bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ ṣe máa wọlé. Wọ́n ò ní jẹ́ kí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ wọlé. Wọ́n ò ní pín nígbà tá a sọ̀rọ̀ okó àtòbò ní bíbá. Tó bá yẹ pé mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ okó àtòbò ni wọ́n á ti pín àti wá láàárẹ̀ Koiki máa ti ń ṣe okó àtòbò lórí platform àwọn ọmọ àlè. Wọ́n bá àdéhùn tẹ̀ ń jà nílùú bẹ́ẹ̀ má bára yín jà mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn jọ. Àwọn oògùn tẹ níyẹn ta mo gbọ́ pé wọ́n náà bá yín àwọn kan ìbọn wọlé gbogbo àwọn oògùn yẹn la need. Tó bá bí sójà kan dá ẹyẹ ń gbé tó kù sábẹ́ ẹkùn ẹ ti ní kí n má máa fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ lọ dira dáadáa èmi náà ń dira bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín ọkùnrin lèmi náà ẹ ní ṣoríire. Night vigil ń bọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí a máa tátán délẹ̀ ni ìsídà ká lọ by peace or by ibi tó bá kù sí. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan ti Britain àní manipulator ni wọ́n ti rí i pé tí gbogbo ẹ̀ bá dán mọ́rán tá bá ń sọ èdè ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ṣá máa gbọ́ra wáyé. Oya start speaking English ó kọ́kọ́ kó English òfò kó lé wa lọ́wọ́. Èmi wá gbé school start mi dé bíbà ní 1998 wọ́n wá rejected. Mo wá ń bi wọ́n pé ṣèbí nísìnyí mo ṣàwọn ṣèbí English náà là ń sọ ní Nàìjíríà kí ló ṣe school start tèmi àwọn ọmọ wọn mélòó ló mọ̀wé. Kódà kí n gba F9 ní English nígbà tí mo wà ní tí mo ṣe school start mo sì better off àwọn tó jẹ́ manager wọn ní Tesco. Kẹ bá gbọ́ ìbò kábàkàbà kóbokòbó tó máa sọ ẹ máa wonder pé eré yóò lọ sí school ni kò lọ sí school because Tesco ló ti ṣiṣẹ́ for 20 years ó ti dọ̀gá ìwọ wèrè ọmọ àlè born bastard ó kó masters dé London ó lọ́ nulẹ̀ níbẹ̀. Làákàyè ò sọ fún ẹ pé ilẹ̀ tó ń nù yẹn ẹni tó jẹ́ ọ̀gá ẹ̀ yẹn nínú store yẹn ẹ tí wàá fẹ́ káwọn ọmọ tèmi kọ́ lọ máa ṣiṣẹ́ cleaning ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire ó bẹ́tà ká ja gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ká da gbogbo ẹ̀rú àwọn ọmọ tèmi ò ní tún ṣiṣẹ́ ní Tesco nílùú yìí wọ́n ń padà bọ̀ nílé máa kó wọn déjẹ̀bú òde tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ kó àwọn ọmọ tiẹ̀ déjẹ̀bú òde you are a puppet to British company company ní ilé iṣẹ́ ni àwa fẹ́ kó àwọn ọmọ tiwa lọ sí Ìjẹ̀bú ẹ̀yin lẹ fẹ́ kó àwọn ọmọ yín sí Amẹ́ríkà àti Canada káwọn ọmọ yín máa gbé níbẹ̀ kọ́ máa lọ wa Uber àbí kọ́ tún máa lọ fọbọ́ kọ́ máa ṣiṣẹ́ ní Walmart kọ́ máa ṣiṣẹ́ ní warehouse àwọn tó gbọ́n yìnbó l'Amẹ́ríkà kò dẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà tẹ̀kọ́ láǹbájẹ́ anyway Britain àwọn tó gbọ́n yìnbó ní Britain àwọn ìyá wa ṣọ̀gá láwọn ọmọ wa lórí àìmọye àwọn ọmọ wa tó ìyàwó mi ṣì sọ fún yàbí woman tó ṣiṣẹ́ ní military yẹn àbí mama ìyàwó mọ̀ gẹ́rẹ̀ tó ṣiṣọ́ fún mi yẹn gẹ́rẹ̀ tó ṣiṣẹ́ ní military òyìn gẹ́rẹ̀ ọmọ dúdú yẹn wọ́n lò fún face military nílùú yìí ìwọ ọ̀dẹ̀ tá à ń sọ fún tó ń sọ pé my children are brilliant wọ́n lo gẹ́ọ̀ yẹn mo rántí orúkọ ẹ̀ bí mo lè google ẹ̀ ẹni tó bá rántí orúkọ ẹ̀ bá mi ṣe fi jáde lórí social media mẹ́rin lórí comment section wọ́n lu ọmọ yẹn títí òun lọ́ fi ṣe the face of the military UK ni mò ń sọ wọ́n padà racism ẹ̀ ni wọ́n padà bully ẹ̀ ni máa sọ pé eré ni mò ń ṣe bomb bastard ìyá máa jà wọ́n mú ẹ ní UK wàá rò pé eré ni mò ń ṣe idiot all over the place wọ́n lo gẹ́ọ̀ yẹn títí ẹni tó bá rántí orúkọ gẹ́ọ̀ yẹn bá fi sórí comment section ká lọ máa nùdí ẹ tún fẹ́ káwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n máa lọ nùdí kọ́ lọ máa ṣe care home no gbogbo ìwé táwọn ọmọ wa bá kà ní bíbà à ń kó lọ́lé ni wọ́n ń lọ́lé torí tá a bá ti jàjà yẹn nísìn fún ọdún méjì torí pé tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá jẹ́ ká lọ ní kíákíá ọdún méjì náà ni nígbà tá a bá di gbàs wá kó gbogbo ara sórí round table àlọ́ yanjú ẹ̀ èmi dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kò lè tó 2 years àwa kọ́ àwọn ọmọ dáadáa àwọn ọmọ yín tó ti kàwé tó ní knowledge èmi ò kúkú kàwé kọ̀ọ̀kan wọ̀ jẹ́ ká kàwé ìwé ló fẹ́ kà ṣé n tó níwèé ló máa kàwé ṣé n tó fún níwèé ní kíákíá ló máa kàwé ló máa lọ sí yunifásitì ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá dé lánàá ẹ fẹ́ lọ sí business center student visa ṣé student òfin ìpè iṣẹ́ tó máa ṣe yẹn àwa wà nù country à ń ṣe 40 hours plus another 40 hours àìtí lè sanwó school ìwọ tó dé tó fẹ́ ṣe 16 hours tó fẹ́ fi sanwó school orí ò pé bomb bastard ìyá máa jẹ ṣégè sí ẹ máa bọ̀ ní London àwa ta ní full time ta lè lọ ṣiṣẹ́ full time a lè padà sí school torí tó bá lọ sí school báwo ló ṣe take care ọ̀wẹ́rẹ́ ṣe take ọmọ àwa ń dọ́gbọ́n àwọn èèyàn Nigerians nìkan ló máa dé class ló máa sùn tó máa ń lecture ẹ̀yin ló máa lọ́jọ́ kò sí ó ti sùn lọ́wọ́ ti ṣiṣẹ́ security mọ́jú ẹ̀yin bàbá òfò àwa ń pariwo Yorùbá nation yìí wà ní UK sọ pé ká dákẹ́ bàbá yóò ní ṣoríire tó bá yẹ kó ti kú gbogbo èèyàn máa kàwé tó bá dé school táwọn àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké ń kàwé tán ìwọ máa sùn gbà yóò bó ti lọ ṣe night ló ṣe so ìwọ tó rò pé student visa tó máa fi wọlé ẹ̀ ló máa fi sanwó school irọ́ ló pa o àfi kó ya máa dọ́gbọ́n sí. Let's continue. Ẹ jẹ́ agbọ́n tí bàbá sọ wọ́n make sure pé wọ́n rig election yẹn wọ́n jẹ́ kí bàbá wa wó lọ́wọ́ wọlé. Mo sọ fún ẹ pé generation ti sìn àní gbà fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ bá jẹ́ ká lọ ní kíákíá á padà dìjà náà ni kò sógun ogun wà ní Ukraine ayé wọn bẹ́tà ju Nàìjíríà lọ. Ukraine mo ti mọ̀ pé wọ́n ń jagun wọn níná wọ́n ní internet omi yọ gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ Nàìjíríà kò sógun nǹkan kan ò ṣiṣẹ́ for 64 years. Ẹgbẹ́ òsókè bàbá mi Akíntóyè. Mr. Koiki, university in the UK is a business. Most universities in the UK are filled with Nigeria and Indians. But what rowo school san money sin exchange rate báyé wọn jẹ́. Wọ́n lè rowo school san because exchange rate yẹn ti high. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa ẹ bá mi gbọ́ wọlé share but mo bẹ̀ torí Ọlọ́run tí yóò ní bàjẹ́. Mo ní bíbá ní international platform bíbá láti máa yanjú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní on the ground a máa kọ́kọ́ yanjú ẹ̀ ní bíbá torí àwa gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa délé. Èmi ò dẹ̀ kọ́ ọmọ lọ síbi tí security ò ní sí èmi ò kọ́ ọmọ mi lọ síbi tí ayé à máa já kí ní kọ́ ọmọbìnrin sáré lọ ṣẹnu káyà mi máa já èmi ò ṣerú ẹ̀. Ẹ já lọ para lọ bá bàbá wa Akíntóyè ká gbọ́n tí bàbá sọ mò ń bọ̀ mo ti lọ.
In order to hand over power to the Fulani of northern Nigeria over Nigeria. And we are not saying anything that is new here. Even the man who was chairman of the group, of the British colonial group that masterminded the secret operation that produced the rigging for the North, has written in his memoir, and he has appeared on television a number of times.
That is Harold Smith. Apàdà wa lọ́dọ̀ bàbá Akíntóyè. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún lọ gbọ́ Alex Jones. The reason why he's now telling Trump, look, you cannot join back any organization called Commonwealth. Ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́ Alex Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, being an associate member isn't just ceremonial. I have covered these Commonwealths, and the fact is that means you are affiliated with the British.
Ẹ ṣe gan, mo náà àwọn ọlọ́pọ̀lọ́ lájọ́ ń gbọ́ program lájọ́ ń ṣe èmi nìkan kọ́ ni mo ń ṣe wọ́n ti fún mi lórúkọ gẹ́ọ̀ yẹn wọ́n ní gẹ́ọ̀ yẹn jẹ́ Kerry Anna Knight. Tẹ bá rí nǹkan fojú ọmọ yìí rí ọmọ dúdú tẹ̀ ń wò yìí ìyẹn máa wọ́ndà pé ṣé ìyẹn gbọ́dọ̀ ṣì wà nílùú ìṣá tí ò bá ṣe pé a ní choice. Ẹ jẹ́ ká farabalẹ̀ ká gbọ́ gẹ́ọ̀ yìí wọ́n fojú ẹ̀ wọn máa bo Army racism apology. Koiki ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ ní bíbá kó fi àfikún no bó bá ṣe jẹ́ BBC náà ló gbé jáde ṣèbí BBC lẹ trust ibẹ̀ lẹ náwó sí Ọlọ́run àjẹkẹ́ túbọ̀ rówó náà fáwa náà káwa náà lè ju BBC lọ ká ṣe ju BBC lọ lórí ìrìn àjò yìí. Mò ń bọ̀ o. British Army issue racism apology to ẹgbẹ́ bó ṣe pé to a black postal girl soldier. Òun ni wọ́n lò òun ni front of the military òun lọ racism jù. Kerry Anna Knight is a former British soldier and a black British woman who served for eléyìí sọ̀rọ̀ kó serve for 1 year ó serve for 12 years. Ìwọ tó ń sọ pé Koiki shut up wàhálà ṣe wá pọ̀ tó yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ kó gbogbo àwọn torí ó dà kó mo ti block gbogbo screen mi ẹ jẹ́ yọ àwọn díẹ̀díẹ̀ kúrò because mo fẹ́ kẹ́ rí ní tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ rí dáadáa ẹ lè fi amalgamation sílẹ̀. Okay, Commonwealth ó dà pé Trump àti ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ ní máa kọ̀ra minimize díẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin Yorùbá ẹ má ká ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ eré kọ́ ni táwọn ṣe ní bíbẹ̀ máa sọ fún yín. Ọmọ dúdú ìtẹ́ bá mọ ìyàtọ̀ fi jẹ́ fún ọdún 12. Do you know what it means to work? Bó ṣe fìyà jẹ̀mí náà nìyẹn for 15 years ni mo fi ń wá resident permit. Do you know what it means? Ọmọ yìí ṣiṣẹ́ fún military for 12 years in service. Wọ́n búlì ẹ̀ jáde náà ni. Sórí ìwọ tó ń sọ pé Koiki shut up wàhálà ti pọ̀ jù kí ló dé ìwọ nìkan ní ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tọkọ ẹjẹ kọ́kọ́ kà náà ní bíbá káka òyìnbó jáde. Annie apologized as a former black woman. I'm sure pé Yorùbá ni. tá bá lọ wá títí ọmọ Yorùbá ló máa jẹ́ torí gbogbo dúdú Yorùbá ni wá. As a former soldier, wins substantial payout for alleged racist and sexist. Ṣèbí yẹn náà ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wèrè tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ pẹ̀lú àpábíò àfi lọ sí ìgbà yẹn. A former corporal who fronted British Army recruitment campaign. Òun ni wọ́n ojú ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń lò, ojú ẹ̀ ló wà níwájú gbogbo campaign tí army ṣe nílùú yìí láti lè fi sọ fún àwọn ọmọ dúdú pé máa bọ̀ ẹ wá ṣiṣẹ́ army àṣerọ́ ló ń pa. Àní manipulator ní Britain, as much as we love it here, but the system is manipulative. Ìwọ tó wà nílé tí mò ń sọ fún ẹ pé bó ṣe ń lọ nílùú yàrá náà à ń fara rọ̀ nǹkan. O ní kí n shut up, àbí? No problem. Bó ṣe yẹn diaspora, ẹ jẹ́ àtètè gba Yorùbá nation. Ká lè kó àwọn ọmọ wa máa lọ́lé within the next 3-4 years. Ó possible gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yín tó ti kàwé tó ti ṣiṣẹ́ tó ti pé wọ́n ní experience tó dáa. Wá lọ darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn tó wà nílé àjọ build the Yorùbá country. Ìgbòho nìkan kọ́ ló máa ṣe now. A former corporal who fronted the British Army. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa rí picture lẹ́yìn mi, ẹ jẹ́ sáré mú picture wá. Ẹ ṣe gan ni brother mi tó sáré fún mi lórúkọ girl yẹn. Mo fẹ́ download the picture. Mo gbọ́dọ̀ gbé sẹ́yìn mi. Because mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa wojú ẹ̀ nínú aṣọ military. Fine girl. Beautiful woman. Torí kò ṣe girl. Woman ni. Wọ́n fìyà jẹ ẹ̀. Wọ́n fojú ẹ̀ wọ́n máa bò ó. Ìwọ wá ń sọ pé kí n shut up. Àbí? Wọ́n fojú ẹ̀ wọ́n máa bò ó. Wọ́n fojú ẹ̀ wọ́n máa bò ó. Ó faradà títí nígbà tó dé stage kan kò lè faradà mọ́. Ó ní wàhálà yìí ti pọ̀ jù, kí ló dé? Kí lòun ṣe? Ṣèbí British citizen lòun. Òun ò pààyàn náà. Ṣèbójú òun lẹ̀ ń lò káàkiri. Kí lòun ṣe fún yín? Wọ́n náà ṣe nǹkan kan wọ́n ní but ó ti gbọ́n jù. Kí ló dé? Ẹ jà ká bó ṣe lọ. A former corporal who fronted the British Army recruitment campaign has now received an apology and a substantial financial settlement. Ṣé ó náà fẹ́ gba financial settlement ni? Ó náà fẹ́ serve UK. Òun fẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ UK military ló ṣe lọ darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn. Àṣọ máa bully ẹ̀ ni wọ́n kick ẹ̀ out ìgbẹ̀yìn náà ni. Wọ́n kick ẹ̀ out ni. The Equality and the Human Rights Commission provided funding and assistance to Kerry and Knight as part of its legal support scheme for racist discrimination cases. Mrs. Knight, or Miss Knight rather, told an employment tribunal that she believed she had been repeatedly racially abused by her colleagues. Àwọn wo ni colleagues? Àwọn òyìnbó aláwọ̀ funfun, àwọn white people tó ń sọ fún ẹ pé Nàìjíríà máa dà wọ́n lórí burúkú, àwọn bomb bastard. Àwọn máa fẹ́ jẹ́ káyé Yorùbá lọ síwájú, àní ká bá gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ kó destroy, ká bá destroy ẹ̀ kó destroy kó lúkálukú padà, ká lè reset system yẹn. Lè reset ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú election now. Lè reset ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń bára yín jà ní fún àti lóbi, mo bẹ̀ yín torí Ọlọ́run ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ìjà yẹn kọ́ la nídìí nísìnyí. Àwọn agbára tẹ lọ ń lò yẹn ibi tẹ́ ń tánẹ̀lẹ̀ sí àwọn sọ́jà tó bá máa pa wá níjọ́ yẹn ni ká lò fún. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó bá yẹ pé bàbá ẹ̀ bá ràn wá pé bí bàbá ẹ̀ ò sọ fún pọ́nmọ Yorùbá ni wá, à á sọ fún pọ́nmọ Yorùbá wá níwájọ́ yẹn. Àwọn ò ní jà o, but à ń lọ ní wọ́rọ́wọ́ ni. But tó bá bí bàbá lẹ́ni bọ́dì dá kó wá dà nǹkan rú níbẹ̀, à á sọ fún pọ́nmọ Yorùbá ni wá. Èmi ìta máa fún agbedele ìyàwó ẹ̀gbọ́n á máa sọ pé tóun ránṣẹ́ bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn. Now, ká má sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ tí a sì ń tẹ̀síwájú lórí Commonwealth. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ bó ṣe sọ lórí BBC. Lára àwọn news anchor wọn náà, ìyẹn náà ó ṣe àṣemáṣe, wọ́n dọ́gbọ́n títí tó lójó òyìnbó, wọ́n fi sílẹ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ dúdú ni ẹ̀wọ̀n ló máa wà. Ẹ jẹ́ á gbọ́ fídíò yẹn mò ń bọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ á mute mic wa. Ẹ bá ń gbọ́ orí share button ẹ̀jọ̀ torí Ọlọ́run. Ẹ bá mi lọ pé àwọn èèyàn wọlé pé wàá gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ òdodo ọ̀rọ̀ kódú ọ̀rọ̀ ló ń sọ níbí báyìí. Èyí tó máa mú ayé wa bẹ́tà ẹ̀ wá justice for Mohbad inú Yorùbá nation lẹ ti máa rí gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ lè rí justice for anybody nínú Nàìjíríà torí ìlú òfò àdàdánwò ni. Kẹ́mi Olúlọ́yọ̀ Dr. Kẹ́mi ó sọ̀rọ̀ kan máa mú jáde láìpẹ́. Ẹ já gbọ́ ilé ìtọ́nà mò ń bọ̀. Koikimedia bringing the world closer to your door.
The British Army has admitted that a black soldier who fronted several recruitment campaigns had to work in an unacceptable environment where she experienced sexist and racist harassment. As well as apologising, the Army has paid the soldier a substantial financial sum. Kerry Ann Knight, who left the Army this year, has been talking for the first time to our defence correspondent Jonathan Beale.
That's the section I was in. Yeah, can you spot me?
I can spot you.
Yeah.
Kerry-Ann Knight always knew she'd stand out. In an army struggling to recruit both women and ethnic minorities.
She always knew she would stand out. Ìran dúdú ni wá, ìran tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè ké dáadáa tó dáadáa kó tó di pé àwọn olórí burúkú ìwà kó tiwọn bá wa pẹ̀lú àwọn Fúlàní ẹja pa àwọn Fúlàní tó bá pa wá. Ẹ bá máa ṣe wọn lórí social media ẹ pa wọ́n ni. Tó bá ti pa yín kẹ́ pa wọ́n. Ẹ pa wọ́n ni. Ẹ pa àwọn Fúlàní ni. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé we are stand out. Wọ́n wá kó wa sínú dọ̀tí. Wọ́n kó wa sínú ràlẹ̀ràlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn olórí burúkú olóṣèlú. Tọ́nà àwọn ṣòṣèlú òfò. We have always been stand out. We are stand out people. Awolowo was a stand out. Wọ́n mọ̀ Awolowo yàtọ̀ sáwọn ìyà tó kù. Ó ṣe pé a fi dẹnu. Awolowo was a stand out against others. Ó dúró dáadáa, ó dúró re. Wọ́n wá òpin eléyìí tán. Táwọn bá fún bàbá yìí láyè. Táwọn bá fún Awolowo láyè. Eléyìí máa bà nǹkan jẹ́. Eléyìí máa sọ Áfíríkà di Yúróòpù ni. Àwọn ará Áfíríkà ò ní wá sí Yúróòpù. Wọ́n á máa nulẹ̀, wọ́n á máa fọwọ́, wọ́n á máa ṣèdọ̀tí. She was a stand out. She was a stand out. Ọmọ tó ń pè ní stand out. Kíkan kó dá dúró, kó dá yàtọ̀, kó máa glow. Àwa ká bàbá àwa ìran ọmọ aládé tó ẹ wo bá ṣe rí. Ẹ wo àwa ìran ọmọ aládé. Àwọn kan wá ń gbádùn. Ẹlòmíì ní sì kò sún air condition rí láti jọ́tọ̀ ti bí láyé ẹ̀. Ó ti pé 40 years old. Kò mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ condition ṣe rí lára. Inú ilé kọ̀ọ̀kan ní United Arab Emirates wọ́n bí ẹ̀dá kó gbéyàn sínú ilé kó fi rent kó má fi air condition síbẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé mo parọ́ náà tó ń gbé ní Dubai sọ fún mi pé o rent ilé kò wá sí because ìlú tó gbóná ni o rent ilé kò wá sí air condition àfi ó tó bẹ́ẹ̀ no ó tó bẹ́ẹ̀ irú ayé tó yẹ kẹ́ máa gbé nìyí gbogbo inú ilé yín kò mí pé torí pé ìta gbóná inú ilé gbọ́dọ̀ máa tutù mọ́ ẹni air condition gbogbo nǹkan á máa ṣiṣẹ́. Àwa ìran ọmọ aládé àti jẹgungun aná àjẹgungun mọ́ ní ẹran la fẹ́ jẹ àdẹ̀jẹ ẹran màálù a máa fọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ yányá ó kù díẹ̀ ẹ̀ ní sóríire ẹ lọ́ máa múra sílẹ̀ fún night vigil Heathrow ṣe é padà ní ó lockdown Heathrow náà máa lockdown ẹ jà lọ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ girl yìí wọ́n ní she was a star ẹgbẹ́ nǹkan ẹ wọ praise lọ́lọ́ the black woman that is the face of the military. Wọ́n wá búlẹ̀ wá pa kò wá lè gbà mọ́ ó ti gbà mọ́ra títí nígbà òun ló máa train àwọn èèyàn àwọn tó train wọ́n á fi jọ̀gá lé lórí èbí bọ́ ṣe ń ṣe níbi iṣẹ́ tí gbogbo wa náà nìyẹn àìmọye àwọn tí mo train nígbà tèmi náà ṣiṣẹ́ kí wá yọ ṣìyọ́ náà yọ no problem ó sì charge there màá lò wá sí bíbá no problem extension lead mo ní láti rà wọ́n àwa la máa train àwọn èèyàn a bá train wọn tán àwọn ló máa dọ̀gá mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ èmi báyìí náà ṣe ń ṣe níbi iṣẹ́ nìyẹn àìmọye àwọn ìyá wa tó yẹ pé gbogbo hospital sector wọ́n máa train àwọn mùgùnmù tó bá train wọn tán wọ́n wá gbé àwọn tó train wọ́n wá gbé wọn sórí àwọn èèyàn ẹja àgbọn nǹkan tó ń sọ lọ torí àsìkò wa.
Were you the only black person?
Yeah, I was the only a black female.
But
she was the only black female. She stand out. I'm sure wá ti fokó lọ náà. Kò sí nǹkan táwọn lè ṣe olórí burúkú àwọn òyìnbó kọ̀ọ̀kan. Wá ti fokó lọ. Àwọn ò pé òwá dẹ̀ máa wọ́ndẹ̀ pé I'm a British. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ṣe foreigner bí irú àwọn àtàwá o foreigner làwa o. British lòun òun ní ọbẹ̀ òun sí nípa ẹni o ẹ bọ́ ṣe forí ẹ̀ fagbọn ẹni tó bí síbí so ẹ̀yin ìyá wa ẹ̀yin bàbá wa ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tẹ̀ ń ta pé àwọn ọmọ tèmi ò ní Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ Jésù ò ní jẹ́ eléyìí ò mọ Jésù ọmọ pé ẹ̀yin nìkan lẹ mọ Jésù nílé yín ẹ̀yin nìkan lẹ mọ ànábì ẹ̀yin nìkan lẹ mọ babaláwo ẹ wo ìyàtọ̀ fi ọmọ yìí jẹ fún ọdún 12 do you know what 12 years is ó endure racism for 12 years. 12 years nínú Britain ni mo sọ yo ọ̀rọ̀ yóò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ 30 years ago ìsílẹ̀ ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹlẹ̀ ni o nínú UK ìlú ọba tó níjòyè ẹ wo bó ṣe maltreat ọmọ dúdú ẹ wo bó ṣe fìyà jẹ ọmọ dúdú torí pé kí ni òun wò pé ìlú mi ni bíbá yìí mo ò nílùú mi ó ti gbàgbé pé òun nílùú mi bọ̀ ìlú òfò tó ní bí a Nàìjíríà ni kò lè padà lọ sílùú yẹn because àwọn parent ẹ̀ ti takú sí bíbá Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ tèmi takú sí bíbá yìí a máa kó wọn déjẹ̀bú òde wọ́n á déjẹ̀bú òde mọ̀nàkà bọ̀ kò ṣe jẹ̀bú òde tí kò sí toilet because easy sọ fún mi pé gbà tó gbé òun wálé ní 1980 òun fẹ́ yàgbẹ́ kò wá sí toilet àwọn WC ó wá lọ yàgbẹ́ shop ó wá yàgbẹ́ sínú nylon àbí paper ó wá jùgbẹ́ yẹn ìgbẹ́ yẹn wá lọ ba lé lóde torí kò yọ ọmọ yẹn pé báwo ni wọ́n ṣe máa wá sí ilé tó sí toilet kò tí toilet bá wà omi ò débẹ̀ ẹ lọ wo Linda Kejì ó post fídíò kan ní ìjẹta gbogbo Lẹ́kì òfò wọn gbogbo mi bẹ dúdú popopopopopo ó yọ brown ni kò ṣe fi fọnu ó lè èmi ti rí yẹn ní 2015 báyìí mo kọ́ lọ́lé pàdé mi yẹn má dárúkọ lórí social media mo ní ilé tó ń gbélé lé èlò ló náà san ní bíbá ó sọ iye náà níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn omi bottle water ni mo fi fọnu mo lè ṣe omi ní tap kí n fi fọnu ọ̀bí mi dá ni mo ní báwo ni gbogbo ó ní wá já máa wò ń tiẹ̀ bá ṣe manager ní bíbá yẹn that was in 2015 tó bá dẹ̀ wá London báyìí omi inú tọ́ílẹ̀tì wa àbí omi inú bathroom ló máa fi fọnú ó like KFC mo mọ tó wà ní KFC tó bá wá báyìí tó bá ti dé báyìí láti airport wọn ní kí n máa ra KFC wa àdìbì gidi ni àwọn tó lé fọ̀n tó lé kan náà gan gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ lọ́ ń ṣe Yorùbá nation àwọn kan ní gbójú títà ni ó wà l'Ábùjá yín bẹ̀ gbogbo wọn àwọn kan dúró ní wọ́n dúró ní ẹ̀ ní sóríire gbogbo yín ẹ̀yìn tẹ̀síẹ́gbẹ́ ìfẹ́ Yorùbá nation ìwọ tó ò ní fọ̀n tó ò lé kan náà ó fẹ́ ẹ̀ máa yẹ kí n tún lọ sí ó fẹ́ kan náà àwọn ọmọ bàbá ọkàn èèyàn gidi ni àdìmí gidi báyìí pé nísìnyí bá ní mo fẹ́ 5 billion á sì fún mi bọ́ mo fẹ́ máa yọ lẹ́nu ẹ̀yìn tẹ́ àná ayé pé ebi Yorùbá nation kan ló ń pa wá bí àṣà bàbá mi kan sọ̀rọ̀ bàbá tó máa ń ṣe program yẹn bàbá yẹn ní àwa diaspora ló mú lára jù ó gbọ́dọ̀ mú wa lára because ara ń tàn sọ lélẹ̀ ọmọ tó ṣiṣẹ́ fún 12 years nínú military ẹni kò ní mú gbá àyà wa pé àní Yorùbá nation ò ní wà ní gbá àyà wa ó gbọ́dọ̀ wà ní gbá àyà wa mo dẹ̀ ní tó bá dalẹ̀ Yorùbá nation including Ọláyọmí Kóìkì ilẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ yọ̀ mí ni. mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa ẹ já padà sọ́dọ̀ ọmọ yẹn mo fẹ́ gbọ́ fídíò yẹn dọ́dẹ́lẹ̀.
Joined full of hope, assuming racism had long been stamped out.
báwọn tó sọ wá òun rò pé racism ti lọ pé racism tóun máa ń gbọ́ nígbà táwọn grandparent ẹ̀ wá sí UK bí àwọn tó tẹ̀lé àwọn ship wa pé racism òun rò pé ó ti lọ ni racism lọkẹ̀ ìtàṣe experience lójoojúmọ́ olúkálùkù ló lè sọ tọ̀dọ̀ tiẹ̀ racism ò tán bully ò tán lóòótọ́ wọ́n ṣòfin wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ pé kọ́ fi kọ́ bẹ̀ níbo tó bá bí ẹ̀dá àwọn ibì kan wà láwọn outside London yẹn tó bá lọ rìnrìn gbalagbala ìyá wa kan ní patí tí mo ṣe lọ patí tí ìkan náà àwọn mọ́mí wa Yorùbá nation ṣe ìyá yẹn ní alẹ́ ẹjọ́ kan àwọn ń bọ̀ láti ibi iṣẹ́ àwọn ìyá tó ti lọ ṣiṣẹ́ tó ń gbọ́ mama ìyá yẹn sọ pé bọ̀bọ́ yẹn wá ó já báàgì mọ́ àwọn lọ́wọ́ ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé lómi máa ń di báàgì ẹ̀mú mọ́ra wọn náà àwọn àti àwọn méjèèjì báyìí ọkọ̀ yìí wálẹ̀ lẹ́nu wọn náà wọ́n ń pariwo help help ọkọ̀ wọn wà nínú ilé ń gbọ́ help kò mẹ́ni tó jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ wà nínú ilé wọn náà ṣáà yíra ó padà já báàgì yẹn gbà mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀mọ̀ obìnrin kò sí bọ́ ṣe lè bọ̀bọ́ yẹn já wọn nígbà táwọn wọlé báyìí bruises wà lọ wọn nígbà tọkọ àwọn rí àwọn pé kí ló ṣe làwọn ní àwọn làwọn pariwo help níta wọn ní eré tọkọ wọn ní tẹ̀dá tọkọ yóò tó lọ bá because ọkọ yín lè lọ túnṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kó máa detain sí prison wọn ní speed tọkọ àwọn fi jáde pé káwọn tẹ̀ pàdé ẹ̀ eléyìí ìjọ Saturday last week ṣèbí Saturday kan lélẹ̀ nísìn Saturday last week ni ìyá yẹn sọ fún mi o nígbà tá a lọ sí party yẹn èmi àti sister Elaine àwọn òbí kan wà ní UK you dare not tó bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ òfò yẹn wọ́n á kọ̀ pààyàn dànù ni wọ́n máa bá tiwọn lọ ni àwọn èmi inú wọn fẹ́ padà sí prison ọlọ́mọdé aṣàgbákò ara ń táwọn afárárọ́ nìyẹn ìtẹ̀yìn fararọ́ nílé yàtọ̀ ebi gbogbo nǹkan lẹ́yìn fararọ́ àwọ̀ ebi oúnjẹ ló ń sè ní kíṣìnì sí gbogbo ẹ̀ tí ń ta sánsán wá sí bíbá but ìtẹ̀ fararọ́ kò ṣe experience ọmọ ẹ̀ wọ́n wonder pé I thought racism is gone I thought racism is out of UK ẹ̀gbọ́n tó kò tó sọ ká tó máa tẹ̀síwájú tó yà sí.
for some reason, I thought someone in uniform was going to be professional, and I was very excited to be a part of that and just creating my own family within the army.
Kerry-Ann became a face for army recruitment. She knew why the army wanted to appeal to the groups she represented. But she also became a target for abuse.
I was extremely shocked because I really didn't experience such deep levels of racism. Yeah, I had to learn the hard way in the army.
It got worse when she became an instructor at Harrogate. It's where the army trains junior soldiers from the age of 16. It's controversial, not least because in the past there have been allegations of bullying. Kerry-Ann says she witnessed it, but she too suffered at the hands of her fellow white male instructors.
Kò lè yẹ orúkọ àwọn white tó ń sọ àwọn Lebanese olórí burúkú tó ń fìyà jẹyìn àbáwọn Chinese là ń sọ. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ pure white. Òyìnbó yàtọ̀ sóyìnbó. Òyìnbó tẹ̀yìn máa ń rí Nàìjíríà àwọn òyìnbó Lebanese ni. Ó ní she was bullied by a co-white instructor. Àwọn tọ́jọ́ instructor tó ń train àwọn èèyàn. Bí wọ́n nà kó sí iná Ọlọ́run mọ̀ tó ń ṣe fún. Oríṣiríṣi kan ló máa ṣe especially wọ́n ti mọ ibi tí kò sí kámẹ́rà. So wọ́n lè bully ẹ̀ níbi tí kò sí kámẹ́rà. Ṣé bá ń rí lórí pitch tó bá àwọn footballer tó máa ní monkey tó máa ṣe tọ́tọ́tọ́tọ́tọ́tọ́tọ́tọ́. Ẹ ní sórí rẹ̀ yẹn olóṣèlú yìí fún ìyà tẹ́ ń fi gbogbo wa jẹ. Tá à ń pè é pé kájọ ṣe Yorùbá nation tẹ́lẹ̀ tún sọ̀rọ̀ 2027. Èmi ò ní kò ní sí 2027 o. Ọdún yìí la máa mọ̀ bóyá 2027 máa wáyé àbí kò ní wáyé. Inú ọdún yìí la ti máa rí. Ẹ ní sórí rẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa. Ẹ jẹ́ sáré gbọ́ tán torí a ti lo 2 hours nísìn. Àìtẹ̀tí mú orí nǹkan tí mo ṣe ń bá lọ but at least àti ní idea ara Commonwealth lélẹ́yìn náà ọmọ Commonwealth citizen náà ni o ọmọ Commonwealth ẹ bọ́ ṣe ń abuse ẹ ìwọ tó wà Nàìjíríà ẹni tó wà ní UK wọ́n abuse ẹ èmi dẹ̀ ń sọ fún ìwọ tó wà Nàìjíríà pé tó ti rí nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ pé ká gba Yorùbá nation kó má bàa abuse oní náà onáwọn olóṣèlú ló ń sọ títọ́ oní Tinubu ló ń sọ títọ́ kí ni kan Tinubu pẹ̀lú ayé ẹ kí ni kan Rẹ̀mí lájọ́ tó ti pa yín ní Àkúrẹ́ nísìn ǹjẹ́ rí Rẹ̀mí Tinubu kó wá síbẹ̀ ǹjẹ́ ríṣẹ́ yìí Tinubu kan ràn wá pé àwọn tó ń pa lákùúrẹ́ tẹ̀ lọ máyè kí Kóìkì máa bú wa púpọ̀ ìwọ náà lọ síbẹ̀ my father ló ń ṣe comedy ló ń ṣe skit olórí burúkú ọmọ òfò torí tó bá ń ṣọmọ òfò ni wọ́n ń pa àwọn ìran ẹ̀ kò lè jọ́ lójú nígbà tẹ́ pé àmọ́ bí Rẹ̀mí Tinubu gangan ni wọ́n ti lọ gbé oko Fúlàní ló fi tó fi bóyún ẹ̀ oríṣiríṣi ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nísìnyí táàmù ó lè jẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ táwọn aró pé bàbá ẹ̀ ni bàbá ẹ̀ ó lè jẹ́ ọ̀tọ̀ lẹ́ni tó jẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ ó lè jẹ́ bí Fúlàní gan ni Ṣèyí Tinubu báyìí la ṣe fi mọ̀ ọmọ ti dàpọ̀ mọ́ ní Mercy torí tó bá jẹ́ pọ̀ ọmọ dáadáa ni Ṣèyí Tinubu ni á ṣàgbọ́ pé wọ́n pààyàn lákùúrẹ́ tí Gani Adams ò bá lè lọ òun á tẹ̀ lọ á lọ ṣàkárá níbẹ̀ pé ìyẹn ọmọ Yorùbá má bínú wọ́n pa yín máa bá bàbá mi sọ̀rọ̀ a máa wá nǹkan tá a máa ṣe sí àkóbọ̀ gidi fún àwọn Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn torí Ondo State nìkan làmọ̀tẹ́kùn ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn tó kù owó rẹ̀ kò fún wọn l'Ondo State ó ń donate owó bíi yàpàrà sínú Haúsá tí ó fẹ́ tún lọ jẹ gọ́vnà nílẹ̀ náà tìlú lórí burúkú ọmọ òfò so ìwọ tá à ń sọ fún sórí ọmọ tó fine woman tó fine wọ́n búlì ẹ̀ títí ọmọ tó ń pè ní 12 years ọdún 12 ló fi ṣiṣẹ́ ní army nígbà tó yá ló wá jáde síta pé ẹ gbà mí o wọ́n ti fẹ́ pa mí níbí báyìí o ẹ̀yin nísìn ẹ̀yin ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ nítorí pé wọ́n ti gáàgì yín wọ́n ti sọ yín mọ́lẹ̀ mo wá nó da wọ́n ṣe sọ yín mọ́lẹ̀ yẹn ẹ láwọn oògùn kankan lọ́wọ́ ẹ lọ mú àwọn oògùn yẹn kẹ́ tọ́jú ẹ̀ pamọ́ torí nígbà tá a bá máa ṣe night vigil a máa ní ìdáwọn oògùn yẹn mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa ẹ jẹ́ finally gbọ́rọ̀ tọmọ yẹn sọ tán ká tó máa tẹ̀síwájú.
They'd pile everything daily on my desk so just to show me that I'm not welcomed. And I remember one day they took a photo of me just standing at that desk.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó sọ wọ́n tún fi wọ́n pé you are not welcome here ẹ̀wọ̀ ayé this is Britain o Britain ìlú ọba ìlú tí gbogbo èèyàn fi wá gbé ó ní welfare yes it's a beautiful place tó bá ráyè jápa wá sí bíbá ẹ máa bọ̀ wọ́n náà tán fọmọ yìí ṣe ẹ jẹ́ ká wá lọ gbọ́dọ̀ bàbá Akíntóyè díẹ̀ sí ẹ wá rí i pé ó tálè mọ́ nǹkan tí bàbá Akíntóyè ń sọ
before his death. So at independence, therefore, the Fulani of northern Nigeria, living on the population size of the Hausa, became the rulers of Nigeria. And the Hausa themselves, they used to talk of Hausa Fulani. The Hausa were very viciously suppressed, so that Hausa Fulani meant essentially simply Fulani. And the Fulani regarded their duty as not to develop Nigeria, not to develop a country. They didn't know what to do to develop a country. They didn't have the education.
And these are the kind of people we want to stay with. Because of the time, we're going to move swiftly ahead because I still have some other areas I want to cover. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI as we are reviewing the Commonwealth. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká ka díẹ̀ sí nípa Commonwealth tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. What keeps African nations in the Commonwealth? This was an article last year, October, by Eunice Wanjuru. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Commonwealth member countries are calling for restitution. Kí ló ń pè ní restitution? Àwọn òyìnbó ńláńlá báyìí ó máa ń bẹ̀ mí lẹ́rù. So man like I break it down. Kí ni meaning?
Restitution.
Tá bá sọ pé
restitution.
Tí wọ́n bá sọ pé
restitution.
The restoration of something lost or stolen to its proper owner. Ẹ ti jí nǹkan lẹ Yorùbá, a fẹ́ padà síbẹ̀, ọmọ Yorùbá ń takò. Ṣẹ́ni pé lórí burúkú lọmọ Yorùbá yẹn. Torí ọmọ Yorùbá ò gbọ́dọ̀ máa takò àwa tá à ń sọ pé a fẹ́ ẹ lè máa takò àwọn olóṣèlú, bọ̀kẹ́ tún máa takò àwa pé àwa tá à ń ṣe Yorùbá nation. Olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè ni wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ nìyẹn. Because restitution. In tó ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ tá a bá sọ pé
restitution.
The restoration of Yoruba stolen identity.
Restitution.
The restoration of Yoruba glory.
Restitution.
The restoration of Yoruba identity.
Restitution.
Ìran Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ògo adúláwọ̀.
Restitution.
Kí ló wá sọ pé ọmọ mi nínú ẹ̀mọ́? Ẹ̀bí ọmọ ti ṣàlàyé fún ẹ. But àwọn òyìnbó ò fẹ́ yẹn. Wọ́n wá ń sọ pé Commonwealth countries are calling for restoration over transatlantic slave trade. Ẹlòmíì ò mọ trade kò mọ̀ fún àwọn màmá ẹ̀, àwọn màmá ńlá ẹ̀, àwọn bàbá ńlá ẹ̀, wọ́n kó wọn lẹ́rú ni. Èmi dé point of door of no return ló ń pè. Door of no return. Èmi débẹ̀ ní Kútọ́nù. Wàá sunkún fún ìran ẹ̀. Ìwọ máa lè. Ìwọ tó ò mọ̀ yàtọ̀ ẹrú tí wọ́n fi wá jẹ. Door of no return. Koikimedia. Mo ń bọ̀, èmi débẹ̀. Èmi Ọláyọmí mo débẹ̀. Koikimedia mo fẹ́ sọ tó lọ gbé Wikipedia wá. Ṣé Wikipedia mo ní kó gbé fún mi ni? Koikimedia. Èmi náà débẹ̀. Èmi náà ti ní landmark òkè pọ̀ tí gbé wá sórí Google báyìí. Ó dà. Wọ́n sì ń ṣòjòrò ni. Door of no return. Kí ló dé tó ń fún mi ní Wikipedia? Ta ló bẹ̀ ní Wikipedia náà? Ṣé Koikimedia ní Wikipedia bó ló ṣe ní kìíní ìlú tó ń basta? Ta ló bẹ̀ iṣẹ́ yẹn nísìnyí? Bọ̀. Door of no return. Bọ̀. Ọ̀dà ẹ̀yà lọ sí Facebook mi. Olórí burúkú ni Wikipedia àbí Google dẹ̀. Wọ́n ń ṣòjòrò. Wọ́n tẹ door of no return. Ó ń fún mi ní nǹkan mi. When I got there, I felt the energy. Ẹni tájọ́ lọ, òun tẹ̀ sọ pé irọ́ o. Òun máa wà ní ṣẹ́rí. Sórí bá ṣe kó wa lẹ́rú, ọmọ àlè tó fẹ́ Yorùbá tó fẹ́ Nàìjíríà sórí náà. Sórí bá ṣe sọ àwọn èèyàn pa. Bó ṣe so wọ́n níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn náà nìyẹn. Tó ń kó wọn lọ lẹ́rú sórí. Can you see it? Can you see it? Sórí ní Kweda door of no return ló ń pè bẹ̀ yẹn. Sórí bó ṣe kó wa lẹ́rú. Sórí bó ṣe kó wa lẹ́rú. Sórí oṣàròjú tó bá tẹ̀ oṣàròjú mi. Eré ò ṣe iVideo. Èmi ni mo record ẹ̀ fúnra mi o. Nígbà tá a wà l'Áfíríkà, àdúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́pàá lọ́pàá. understand it.
So I need to join.
Ara iṣẹ́ tí mo lọ ṣe nígbà tí mo lọ lé nìyẹn. Iṣẹ́ gidi ńlá tó easy. Ṣe rí picture ọmọ sí mi lélẹ́ nígbà tí mo ní wọ́n graduate. Kò sígbà tí yàn lè kàwé nílùú òyìnbó. Mo tẹ̀ ṣe rí fìlà wọn nígbà tí mo lọ sílé wọn ní ìjẹta. Fìlà tí mo sì mi dé nígbà tó ṣe graduation wọn nílé. Ìwọ mọ àlè. Ṣé o lè mú bàbá tí àti ìyá ẹ̀ jáde kárí idiot all over the place. Ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ dá kankan mọ̀. So ṣe rí ẹ ṣáà ti rí gbogbo picture mi nígbà tí mo wà ní Áfíríkà lélẹ̀. Mo ṣáà ti rí. Ìwọ náà ti rí bó ṣe ń lọ. Ìbí leléyìí o. Door of no return. Kọ́lọ́run Elédùmarè gbogbo àwọn tó kó lọ nígbà yẹn. Kọ́lọ́run wà pẹ̀lú. Ẹ ká sáré padà torí time wa. Over the transatlantic slave trade are calls for reparations, a sign of the Commonwealth influence waning across Africa. Today, 19 African countries remain part of the Commonwealth of Nations, which has a total of 56 states across the world. Nigeria wà lára wọn. Nearly all of them were once colonized by the British Empire in some shape or form. Recently, there have been calls from some of the Britain's former colonies for reckoning over its role in the transatlantic slave trade. Now, tá bá wo fídíò eléyìí nísìn, kò ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré wo eléyìí náà. Ká kàn fi ní background knowledge in tá à ń sọ̀bọ̀ nípa Commonwealth. This video as well is just for educational purpose. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. A ní pẹ́ parí programming because mo fẹ́ kó ju 3 hours yẹn lọ. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o.
More than 100 years ago, at the time of the Great War, it was said that the sun never sets on the British Empire. Nearly a quarter of the world, in one way or another, fell under the British rule, or otherwise was part of the British trading network or Commonwealth. From the Great White North of Canada to the steeps of India, and from Australia to South Africa and back again, the reach and influence of the empire was, in 1914, unparalleled in the annals of history. Today, Britannia has remained a world power and has survived the ravages of 2 world wars.
Quickly because of our time. The British Commonwealth of Nations, how the Commonwealth arose from a crumbling empire. Britain's new king, Charles III, will take the reins of his organization composed of former colonies, but the royal family leadership of the Commonwealth is no longer given. Here is why. The death of Queen Elizabeth II set into motion a historic transition of power, not just in Britain, but in the 54 countries across the world that maintain ties to the royal family as member of the Commonwealth of Nations, an international organization composed mainly of former British colony. Ìyẹn ni Alex Jones ṣe sọ pé no. Trump má ṣe mistake. We don't want to be part of this shithole organization because shithole ni kò ní àǹfààní kankan tó máa ṣe fún America. Ẹ jẹ́ àgbọ̀n tí Alex Jones tó ń sọ níbí báyìí.
Trump came out yesterday in response to Keir Starmer announcing the news that the secret message that King Charles is going to bring next week to President Trump at the White House is an invite to be a member of the British Commonwealth, an associate member. And I posted a video saying this is just outrageous. Now, it doesn't mean Trump has done it, but the fact that Trump said he would be open to it is outrageous, ladies and gentlemen. Being an associate member isn't just ceremonial. I have covered these Commonwealths, and the fact is that means you are affiliated with the British Empire and that the sovereign head of that is the King of England.
You are affiliated. To bá ti join it, you are now an affiliated into this shithole organization. Ìdí tí Yorùbá ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ tètè kúrò, mo kí ẹ sísá mi àṣà ti ṣe. Ìdí tí a ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ pull out from this contraction as quickly as possible. Òun ni gbogbo àlàyé tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí Commonwealth. Commonwealth is not for us. Let me see if I have one more article. And this is it again. Is Commonwealth still important to Africa? The young Africans see few benefit to being part of Commonwealth of Nations, an international organization that grew out of a crumbling British Empire. Ṣé gbọ́n wọn tó pè ní crumbling bẹ́yẹn? Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo meaning crumbling. Because most of you tá à ń sọ fún crumbling, breaking or falling apart into smaller fragments, especially as part of a process or deterioration, their crumbling ancestral home. Nígbà tí Britain bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí crumble, torí pé ayé àwọn ti fẹ́ bàjẹ́ tán báyìí o, kí làwọn máa ṣe báyìí o? Kí ni wọ́n padà wá ṣe? Wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe ọgbọ́n ẹ̀wọ̀n pé Yorùbá tèmi ò dé lọ dáadáa báyìí. Akérèmákè àbí whatever tá a máa ń pè ṣá, ó ti yé yín. And this is why we are saying that àwa ò lè wà láàárín this messed up organization. The Commonwealth of Nations is as old as its official head, King Charles III. This union of sovereign states has existed in its current form for 75 years. Kí láǹfààní tó ṣe fún ọ? Ọmọ ọ̀fọ̀ tó ń pariwo Yorùbá nation kan ló fẹ́ Nàìjíríà. Kí ni àǹfààní Commonwealth tó wọ ìwọ tó ń gbọ́ mi ní Nàìjíríà? Má farawé tó wà lábroad o, òun ti jápa. On the 56 member states, 21 are in Africa. Olórí burúkú Nàìjíríà wà láàárín wọn. African countries are just in the Commonwealth because of our historical ties to the monarch. It is high time we restore our strategy with them. 34 years old Ghanaian told DW. Ọmọ 34 years ago ti sọ pé kí là ń ṣe pẹ̀lú wọn? But títorí pé wọ́n ní understanding ẹ̀, mo ó pè nísìn tí mo ti gbé wá bẹ́ẹ̀, tí mo ti ṣàlàyé ẹ̀, ó tún ní máa takò pé kí Yorùbá kó má dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè. Lóòótọ́ in tó ò bá yéèyàn èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ takò torí kò yé yín ni. But nísìn tí mo ti ṣàwọn àlàyé tó pọ̀ lórí ẹ̀, má tún takò mọ́ o. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa níbi tí a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbé ètò yẹn wá sílẹ̀ lórí ètò Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. In the 23rd of March 2025, Yoruba nation, no going back, no retreat, no surrender. We have just about 20 minutes. Ó yẹ kí ẹ jẹ́ n gbé kámẹ́rà mi wá sí ibi ìbà ìpadà torí àwọn ọmọ mi tí wọ́n lè ní access sí ẹ má bínú èèyàn wa níbí ìbà. I gotta bring the camera back so that káwọn ọmọ yẹn náà lè láǹfààní. Mo ti gba space wọn látẹ̀kọ́. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Facebook, a máa ní láti pa Facebook yẹn máa start again. So ẹ̀yin ló table yẹn ti because àwọn ọmọ mi gbọ́ oúnjẹ ti déwájú báyìí nísìnyí, so mo ti gba gbogbo space wọn, so ẹ má bínú. So ẹ̀yẹ mi ti lọ gbélé kúrò ẹ̀jẹ̀ àṣìbà. So màá ní láti pàdé kan fóònù ilé tẹ̀tí màá ní láti restart ẹ má bínú èèyàn wa ẹ̀yìn bínú sí wa ní à manage gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ní ẹ̀rọ pé nílé ni mo ti ń stream, so you have to accept it as it is. It's not a studio, so I manage gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ní studio. So kọ́lọ́n kó ṣàánú wa kárí studio ká máa ti máa ṣiṣẹ́ létà pẹ̀sẹ̀pẹ̀sẹ̀, but for now tàbá ní náà la máa lò. So ẹ má bínú mi wá mo wá adjust àwọn because àwọn phones kan wọ̀ sí lórí software wọ́n kọ̀ wà live lórí fóònù mi, so mo ní láti ṣe adjustment, so tó à ń ṣe nísìnyí. So because àwọn ọmọ mi ní láti jẹun, school wà lọ́la, so we have to finish it up quickly. Àfi tàbá kọ̀ rẹ̀ tó fẹ́ pè wọlé, mo lè fi àyè sílẹ̀ pé fún phone call fún bí just few people tó bá lẹ́nu tó ní kan tó fẹ́ béèrè. Fẹ́yìn tẹ́ ń béèrè pé báwo ni night vigil máa jáde, kò ní pẹ́ mọ́, I can assure you that kò ní pẹ́ mọ́. So kólúkálukú lọ múra sílẹ̀ ni ẹ má bínú because Facebook yẹn mo láti end there as well. Kọ laptop ta fi ń gbé sí iwájú ẹ̀ mo ti yọ laptop káwọn ọmọ náà lè ráyè jókòó. Kò easy bá ṣe manage látọdún mẹ́rin nìyẹn tó lórí burúkú wọ̀kan máa sọ pé kinní kan àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ nísìnyí wọ́n inconvenient ṣe torí ọ̀la wọn náà. So at least space ti wà nínú pálọ̀ fún wọn nísìnyí. So mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa mo kí yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí as I'm going to be winding down this particular transmission mo rò pé àtútù rẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bíi méjì kọ́ nínú kan tí a sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí tá a bá rí ẹni tí ó tún nìkan tí ó fẹ́ fi kún nọ́mbà tẹ́ máa pè sí òun náà ló wà lórí screen yẹn ẹ lè fi pè ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá mi ìwà lóye wọn náà wọn gbádùn àlàyé tí mo ṣe ẹ ṣé gan ni mo kí yín mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa lọ́tùn lósì bí ẹ ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa kí ló ṣe lè fi sọ pé broadcast fi hàn mo ṣe tí kò lọ láti bí wa kò yí sí ọlọ́run kọ́lọ́run jẹ́ kó yí sí kí la máa ṣe sí báyìí. àwa ìran ọmọ aládé o Britain fi máa gbé wa ní gógó gbogbo ẹ̀ láti tú kalẹ̀ báyìí ní ṣe ti yá àwọn èèyàn wa Britain ò tí mọ kò tí mọ inú odó tóun dọ̀rà sí eré lọ́rọ̀ pàǹbá àwọn ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ pàǹbá àwọn ṣeré kò ṣeré ní Moscow ìran Yorùbá máa bọ́ nínú wàhálà àti ìdààmú now a ní ìdíkẹ́ fún wa ní support yín àwa ti ṣe tàwa náà èyí náà fún wa ní support rally ń bọ̀ wọ́n ní àkáǹtì tí ń ṣiṣẹ́ kí ló ṣe lè tí kò lọ what's going on kò lọ lórí Facebook kò lọ mọ́ tó bá dẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ a máa transmit tó bá kù síbẹ̀ ibi tó bá ti máa rí mi kọ́ rí mi òun ti gbìyànjú àti ní tọ́ọ̀bà ti rí wa níbi kankan máa wá wa níbòmíì so mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa àwọn ọmọ yìí ti ń fa bọ́ gbágá gbogbo mo kẹ́yìn tẹ́ wà lẹ́kìtì mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá account details mi ló ń fi síta yẹn tí ẹ bá mọ ibi tó wà dáadáa ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún mu wá ní ibi báyìí so that in case ẹni tó bá fẹ́ support wa pé Koiki a máa fún ẹ ní support ẹ ṣé gan ni mo dúpẹ́ so that is our account details there tabarẹ tó ní ìbéèrè kó tó di pa máa parí a ní 15 minutes this is now like a Q&A tabarẹ tó ní question ẹnì kan tẹ́ fẹ́ bí mi ẹ má béèrè ọ̀rọ̀ àṣírí níbí bá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ àṣírí níbí bá ẹ kọ̀ọ̀kan ròyìn lójú ni ẹ lè sáré pè wọlé àgbékọ́ọ̀lù yín tabarẹ tó ní kọ̀ọ̀kan tó fi bá wa sọ tó jẹ́ pé ó wà important tó jẹ́ pé tó bá wa discuss this is the time tẹ́yìn náà lè sáré pè wọlé kí ẹ wá bá wa sọ mo kí sísítà mi lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí tó ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ délé ni mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ ọlọ́jọ́ ìbí náà ẹ̀yin ọmọ march mo kí yín dáadáa mo kí bàbá mi o olóyè Ìgbòho ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣá ọlọ́run á bá wa pẹ̀lú ẹ mo kí gbogbo àwọn wòlíì gbogbo àwọn àfáà mo kí gbogbo àwọn babaláwo mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí àwẹ̀ tí ń tán báyìí ojú ti àwa àjọsán àwọn tó yẹ pé ọ̀sán báyìí ìgbà yẹn la máa mọ̀ wá fẹ́ lu omi ìgbà yẹn la máa mọ̀ wá fẹ́ jẹ́ nǹkan kan nígbà tó yẹ ká wà nú àwẹ̀ mo kí àwọn ọmọ Biafra mo kí gbogbo wa náà lọ́tùn lọ́sí pé àṣeyọrí la máa ṣe ẹni tó bá nìkan tó fẹ́ bi wá ẹ lè pè ẹ bi wá ní kíákíá kó tó di pa máa parí ètò yẹn mo kí mọ sí mi dáadáa mo kí sista Elaine a lè kí chief man mi sí nìkan chief man wọ́n ní orin ọ̀tẹ̀ àbó rí bàbá yẹn wọ́n ní lórí TikTok ó lọ ń gbé àwọn orin ọ̀tẹ̀ ìyẹn ló ń play ló ń gbé sórí TikTok ẹ̀ àwọn bàbá kábàkàbà kọ́lọ̀ kó ṣàánú wa so tabarẹ tó nìkan tó fi bi wá this is the time to ask as well if you have one or two things you want to know you have one or two things that you are confused about this is the time to ask mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátá Ọlọ́run bá ń dúró tì yín àṣeyọrí la máa ṣe mo kí bàbá má sunkún mọ́ mo kí prophet ìbẹ́tọ̀ gbogbo àwọn wòlíì prophet Adébáyọ̀ mo kí GR1 mo kí bàbá mi Stephen Emmanuel mo kí bàbá mi Alábí mo mọ̀ pé wà lábẹ́ ètò lẹ́wà mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ní UK mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lamẹ́ríkà mo kí prophet Ológunlúwa àwọn náà wálé imagine all these are expensive trip prophet Ológunlúwa náà wálé nígbà tí èmi náà wà ní Africa you know mo kí Gani Alágbàlà àwọn náà wá sílé all these are very expensive trip so ẹjọ ẹ ṣàánú wa ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ẹ fún wa ní pounds ẹ fún wa ní náírà ẹ dẹ̀ fàdúrà ràn mí lọ́wọ́ pé àṣeyọrí ni gbogbo wa máa ṣe mo kí gbogbo ọlẹ́ẹ̀kan sí báwọn ọmọ ìṣe ń jẹun náà báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe jẹ́ kẹ́yìn náà máa jẹun nílé kò jẹ́ kébi máa pa wá rárá you understand but it is what it is you know the shit whole country kò like wa rárá ìyẹn ni Britain ṣe ń sọ pé by 2075 Nàìjíríà máa dá Britain ló sọ yẹn o wọ́n sọ pé by 2075 èmi àti pé 94 years old ọ̀bí à 95 ìjọ ìlànà àjọkò tí yẹn gbogbo yẹn náà ìrọ́lọ́ ló bá dé so this is not the time to joke this is the time to be truthful with ourselves àwọn tó believe in it is fine àwọn tá believe in it ẹ jẹ́ ká gbàgbọ́ délẹ̀ ẹ má yẹ ká dispute, ẹ má yẹ ká máa wò pé kò ní ṣeé ṣe, kò sí nǹkan tó ṣeé ṣe, ó possible gan. So we're just about 13 minutes. Tá a bá ti rẹ́ ní ìbéèrè kankan á jẹ́ pé àti mọ́tò yẹn wá sílẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Mo kí Mr. Joseph Ṣégan ni, mo kí Mr. Kinlade, mo kí Abdulrahman, mo kí gbọ́dọ̀ wà nílùú Ìbàdàn, mo kí Ìtùnú, àwọn tìlárò nìyẹn, mo kí ẹ dáadáa sísítà mi kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ, bá kí girama, àdúrà wa gbà àti ṣe lásán. Gbogbo yín ọkàn yín máa balẹ̀ ní farabalẹ̀, ó kù díẹ̀, ẹ ṣáà yẹ ká tẹ̀ sí gbogbo olójú gbogbo àwọn olóṣèlú olè. Election tí ń bọ̀ nísìnyí, gbogbo owó tó ti há bọ̀ á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fún síta nígbà tó ti fìyà jẹ àwọn èèyàn títí owó tó yẹ kó fi ṣe ẹ̀rí tí Dino Melaye ojoojúmọ́ nìyẹn ló ń ṣe Instagram video, owó tó yẹ kó lò fún aráàlú ó ti dá lò fún rẹ̀. Àwọn olè, àwọn jàgùdà, àwọn kéèyàn kan máa ní àwọn nìkan ló fẹ́ ní. Mr. Ọláwọyìn, mo kí ń jàre, ṣàlàfíà lẹ wà ń bẹ̀, mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa o, mo kí gbogbo wa pé àkópalẹ̀ mọ́, mo kí Ọ̀tún Prayer Mountain, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa fàdúrà yẹn jagun. Mr. Bobo, mo kí yẹn ṣé gan ni. We are running on many YouTube channels, mẹ́ta là ń lò. Tó o bá ti subscribe sórí backup wa, ibì kan wà tẹ́ gbọ́dọ̀ ti rí wa wò. Mo kí àwọn tèmi tó ń wò mí tó ń gbọ́ mi lórí Mixela. Ògúnmọ́lá ní chief máàmù ìsọnù, àtẹ̀mọ̀ pé Fúlàní gan ni sẹ̀, àbẹ́ẹ̀ ríran ò báyìí. Mo ń gbọ́ Yorùbá wuyì tí àfáà kan ní gbogbo wọn pátá, gbogbo àwọn ní Fúlàní àti kẹran mẹ́rù. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin Ìjẹ̀bú Òde parapọ̀, mo kí Ìfẹ́ lódù, mo kí Àwòrán Ṣàṣà, mo kí bàbá mi ọba Ògbóni Àgbáláyé, mo kí gbogbo wa o, àní ṣàṣetì, mo kẹ́yìn tẹ́ wà ní Canada o, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa tẹ̀síwájú, a máa délẹ̀ lérí, ìṣọmọ ló kù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, àbí sí pẹ̀lú ìyá rẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin diaspora náà wọ́n ní kẹ́ máa múra sílẹ̀ fún rally, gbogbo wa náà la níṣẹ́ tájọ máa ṣe. Tó bá ti ń jáde nílé, á jáde ní ìlú òyìnbó náà. So and on that note, ẹ jẹ́ kémi náà lọ wá jíjẹ kí lọ fi sí ikùn mi, ìtàṣe lẹ́nu ti tó, Ọlọ́run kó gbàdúrà wa. Gbogbo phones náà eré náà ní low storage, phone may slow down, ẹrù ti pọ̀ jù lórí àwọn phones yẹn, Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú wa, need another good phones. So and on that note, I gotta go now because I have to go and do other things. It's exactly 3 hours program, and I hope you've learned something about the Commonwealth, which is very, very important. Commonwealth is one of the criminal globalists. Ọlọ́dà gbogbo wàhálà sí wa lọ́rùn báyìí. Ademayora. Yemi Fatoki Mukiama Uche, how you doing? How's the weather on the other side? Olabandrotie, thank you so much, my brother. I love you too much. Mr. Adeshina Moki, Bishop Adeshina Moki, Mr. Jola, ṣé ti rí gbogbo àwọn àwàdà tí àwọn ọmọ onítìrì, mo ti post àwọn fídíò yẹn. Ẹ̀rí Wálé Àlè bó ṣe ń tẹ̀ sí criminal Dúpọ̀ Onítìrì lójú. Ìbá sọ fún gbogbo wọn nígbà yẹn, sọ fún wọn ọ̀dà wa lóhùn, sọ fún wọn wọ́n ní rọ́là ń pa Dúpẹ́ títà, ó ti gba country fún wọn, àwọn ti wà lórílẹ̀‐èdè wọn pẹ̀lú ìjìnlẹ̀ olórí sápálá tó wà tọ́kì bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ń parọ́ fún wọn. So gbogbo wọn lọ́mọ̀ pé rọ́lọ́ ń pa, at the end of the day wọ́n tó ọ̀fẹ́ accept. So that is about it tonight. We catch up again during the week. Èmi ò ní time tèmi máa ń ṣe program, ọlọ́ọ̀bá ní kẹ́ bá ń pàdé ní tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ bá ń pàdé ẹ máa wò ní from other platform. Ó kí ó gbọ́ ẹ tẹ́ wà lórí Instagram, àfojúpẹ́ nìkankan rẹ o, ẹni tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá nation èébú ò ní dọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀, tó bá ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá nation bomb blaster ní ohun tápọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá orí ẹ̀ ò pé. Thank you so much, Amaucha. I'm going to be going now because Abiodun Monday mo kí gbogbo everybody pátá, àtẹni tí mo mọ̀ gbogbo iná la kí o, adélẹ̀ lérí lágbọ́rọ̀ Ọlọ́run, àṣeyọrí la máa ṣe àdíṣàṣetì láyé wa. Gbogbo ẹ tó bá náà ní lọ ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa, Yorùbá máa dá dúró, àdè máa kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà. Professor Akintoye, àwọn ọlọ́mọ bá wa gbé àsíá yẹn délẹ̀ lérí, ẹ jẹ́ ká túbọ̀ múra sí o, ẹ dáwó sínú YSDL, ẹ dáwó sí ẹwà ọ̀ranyàn. Ire o, Koikimedia bringing the work closer to you. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn team mi pátá, I cannot do it without them, and with them it has made my job very, very easy. Ẹ support wa o, bye for now.